Welcome, champions of chaos and heralds of havoc, to episode 24 of the Midweek Monster Mash. We've officially reached the semifinals of the Pristine Bowl, and only 4 Titanic teams remain. Last week, the realm was shocked as the Corrosive Covenant melted away the hopes of the Sunspire Sentinels in a brutal upset no bard will ever sing weekly about. But now, the stakes are higher, the crowd is louder, and the battlefield trembles with anticipation. In one corner, surging with momentum and moving at a speed of thought itself, the team that blitzed through Deathmark like a living storm of motion and magic, the Kinetic Order. Meet your heroes. Lord Impulsa, Void Sting, Velastra, Inertian, Kineshock, and your team captain, Pulsar. But in one corner, in the opposite corner, humming with tension and coiled like a thunderhead ready to strike, a squad that fried the Ember Lords and silenced the skeptics. The Stormbound. Meet your heroes. Lord Zephyra, Sparklash, Thundriel, Arkin, Boltfang, and your team captain, Voltar. Kinetic power clashes with Arcane Storm, speed versus surge, precision versus raw power. One will rise to the finals, one will fall to the storm they could not contain. This is the Midweek Monster Mash. Let the first semi-final battle begin.
Woo! We are here, ladies and gentlemen. I knew we'd make it. Woo! Semi-final number 1. We got the Stormbound going up against the Kinetic Order, 2 powerhouses. It's going to be quite the upset tonight, one way or the other. So we'll see what goes on. Now, you will notice we have a different map tonight. We've got some fun things that are going to happen. Let me catch up a little bit here. What's going on, Jesse, Kyle, David, Tornal? I don't know if you're still here or not, but if you are, hey. Jesse already sending in an extra action for the Kinetic Order. Love it. Love it. Well, we will start off once we roll the initiatives, and the first one will have an extra action. So huge. I appreciate it, Jesse, and I'll play the music when we get there, of course. Oh, I'm very loud. Hold on, I forgot to turn this down. Whoops. So yeah, that was probably really loud and blown out. Sorry, everybody. Okay, so battle number 5. What we've got here is we've got 2 sides of the battlefield. One of them surging with these pillars that have electric arcs just shooting out of them in all different directions, but nothing crazy right now. And on the other side, we have similar pillars sitting around pulsing with energy. And right now, they're doing nothing. You can walk by them, no issues. However, in the event that on a team's roll, it is a natural 1, the other team's pillars will surge with their type of energy, hitting anything within 15 feet of each pillar, which essentially covers all of that side of the battlefield, dealing 4d6's worth of that energy. And in the event that that team rolls a natural 20, their side will surge and hit anything within 15 feet. Now, very well, there may not be anybody on that side, but if there is, then they'll get hit. So, whoa, holy cow, music going crazy. Sorry about that. So we've got a little bit of excitement for any nat 1s and nat 20s that come flying our way tonight. Looking forward to that. And then, of course, any team that loses tonight will be out for good, and the other team will move on to the finals. So let's go ahead. You're going to see a whole bunch of dice get rolled on the screen, and this is the initiatives being rolled for all the different creatures. And so it looks like we've got a pretty decent spread, honestly. I know we're starting off with Stormbound here with Arkin, and then we got a couple Kinetic Order, and then we've got another Stormbound, Kinetic Order, a couple Stormbound there. So we've got a good spread here. It's pretty spread out, so we'll see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get into it here. So we're going to start off with Arkin. Now, just a quick reminder for those of you that are just popping in, I do tag them when it's not as evident. If you see a little yellow dot up in the upper left-hand corner, that is a Stormbound character. And if you see a little blue dot up in the upper left-hand corner, that is a Kinetic Force. Burning Cauldron Fitness, what's going on? Welcome. Lori, welcome. Howdy, howdy. All right, so up first, we have Arkin. I need to zoom in over him here. Okay, so standing behind this metallic walled pillar is Arkin, the mage, the magic dealing creature for the Stormbound. Standing behind this wall, who's going to peer out, and the first thing Arkin's gonna see is Lord Impulsa standing and waiting for the battle to begin. As it does, Lord Impulsa's just starting to raise his sword. Arkin is going to send out 3 elemental claw attacks, dealing force damage. Now, for those of you that have been here for the past few, the magic dealers here have not been the best rollers. Let's see what tonight starts off with. All right. We got 3 attacks. 3 attacks from, oh, a nat 20. Okay, what a roll to start the night, ladies and gentlemen. A natural 20 to start things off. What up, my man? Hey, howdy, howdy. So before we do anything, as I just mentioned, on the roll of a nat 20, that team's, it doesn't really do anything here, unfortunately, but that team's pillars, as you can see here, the blue pillars begin to and a burst of force energy exudes out of each one, hitting any creature within 15 feet. Now, all of Kinetic Order is immune to force damage, so they're not going to get hurt. And there are no Stormbound within 15 feet yet, as the battle has just begun. So, not the best time for a nat 20, but we'll always... Oh, wait a second. It was the Stormbound that rolled it, not the Kinetic Force. But either way, not going to hit anybody. But hey, look at that. We got nat 20 starting off the night. So Arkin is going to, he rolls the nat 20. He's going to roll 2 more times because he gets 3 attacks. We got a 16 plus. Look at these rolls. Another nat 20. Stormbound is coming in with the strikes. Give me one moment, everybody. I apologize. I did forget. I need to go in and close out one channel here. There's the settings. There we go. Permissions. And we are no longer able to channel permissions. What in the world? Basic view. There we go. No longer able to vote. Sorry about that. All right, rigged. LOL. Kate, what's going on? Okay, so we had 2 nat 20s and a hit. That is insane. Lord Impulsa, as he starts to bring his sword up and gets ready to attack, takes 3 strikes of lightning energy straight to the side, and 2 of them hit hard. Let's go ahead and roll that damage. So we got 1 normal and 2 criticals. Yikes. Holy cow. All right, we have 29, 40, and 29 to Lord Impulsa, who is already out of temporary hit points. What's going on, Dieter, by the way, over on Twitch? I see you there. So Arkin is then going to back up and kind of stick behind this wall. Now, the one who just took all the damage, Lord Impulsa, is going to look forward at Voltar and is going to decide, after getting struck by 2 nat 20s worth of damage, Kyle coming in with, I believe that's the 75 temp HP. Yeah! Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Coming in with 75 temporary hit points for the Kinetic Order. Appreciate it, Kyle. And that is going to go to those who have taken the most damage, which in this case is obviously Lord Impulsa. So we're going to go ahead and give him 75 temporary hit points back. And so as he feels this surge of anger and energy from being hit, he starts to feel a little better and starts to feel like, you know, the energy is healing the wounds he just took. And he's going to surge forward in the direction the spellcaster just was. And as he turns the corner, Oscar Chevy, what's going on? Lord Impulsa sees Arkin standing there and is going to strike 3 times with his longsword here. As you can see, you'll see it pop up over on the chat. So we'll go ahead and his greatsword. Jesse Lee! 75 more temporary hit points to Lord Impulsa. Lord Impulsa is feeling better than when he started the battle. Nice. Jesse, I appreciate it. And he's also going to get to attack twice thanks to Jesse, which we'll get to in a moment here. So he's going to strike. Let me know, by the way, if any volume is too loud, music or my voice or anything like that. I played with it a little bit, but all right. So he gets 3 attacks here. 1, 2, and 3. CJ, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Hey, by the way, if you have not checked out their stream, go check them out. I've been popping in over on the videos and such. Make sure you go check them out. I want to say the natural ones, right? I'm remembering the channel here. I believe it's the natural ones. CJ, correct me. Name drop your channel. Those natural ones, I think it is. Those natural ones. Ronan, what's going on? Yeah, it's those natural ones. Let's go. I was right. Ronan Lucifer, what's going on? So we got another nat 20. Now, Lord Impulsa rolled the natural 20, and so his pillars of force damage begin to surge. I wish this was on... That's really funny. I just realized who you were. Hey, what's going on? I wish it was... Okay. So they're making a joke on TikTok. I'm going to say this. Let me see what you guys think. I think that it would be really comical if somebody streamed a D&D stream on OnlyFans only. Nothing naughty about it. They just only stream their Dungeons and Dragons on OnlyFans. Tell me that wouldn't catch the attention of a lot of people just because of the comic relief of them being over on OnlyFans. I think it would be hilarious. Prepping D&D and watching D&D. Good night. The natural ones. Good channel. Watch the other night. Hey, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Jesse was in there. Shake my head. Okay, so again, though, the force damage does not reach anybody. So we don't hit anybody here. Make sure you're checking in, by the way, exclamation point here if you have not already. That way you're checking into the stream and getting the benefits over on the Discord. Okay, so let me go ahead and do the damage now. He did strike one time. So we do a regular hit, and then he struck with a critical hit. And he's dealing a little extra damage because he is over half of his hit points here. So let me go ahead and deal that critical. Zoom in here. All right, so we've got 35 damage, 24. Arkin he's still got his hit points here. He could use his reaction to ignore some of that force damage, but he's going to go ahead and take it because he knows that he could be hit harder. By force damage, at least. All right. And then he gets an extra action thanks to Jesse Lee over in YouTube sending in the extra action. I appreciate you, Jesse. So Lord Impulsa, feeling the energy surge after all that temporary hit points is given to him, he's going to strike 3 more times with his great sword. What do you guys think? Is he going to hit 3 for 3? Let's find out. We got 18 plus, 15 plus, and 15 plus 3 for 3. Jesse, we're not wasting your money here, buddy. And Kyle Ramsel coming in with another extra action. Kyle, I appreciate you. That'll go to the next character. Every character can only take 1 extra action per round, but that'll go to Pulsar, the team captain. So we'll go ahead and do 3 damages here. Normal, normal, and normal. Kinetic Order trying to face off against those 2 nat 20s rolled in the first attack. Arkin is taking a lot of damage here. Yikes. For that third one, he is going to... All right, so for the third one, as he's getting pummeled by Lord Impulsa, he is going to use his reaction to absorb the force damage at the end there, which I believe was... It was only 3, so he's gonna get 1 hit point back, because he becomes resistant to that instance of damage there. But then he gains 10 temporary hit points, so he is going to gain that. And we've always kept the temporary hit points here, so interesting. He's gonna have 10 hit points now. Pulsar's up now. Pulsar, he's gonna start running forward as he charges against the other team captain, Voltar, across the battlefield. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As he gets to about 30, he begins an epic war cry. More, what's up, buddy? Can't stay long, but wanted to stop in and say, hey, I appreciate it. Shifty Switchbox. Yeah, we were just talking about you guys, those natural ones. Make sure you check them out if you have not already. They stream at the same time of night, just on Tuesday nights, 8:30 p.m. Make sure you check them out. They're currently doing Curse of Strahd. I know there's a lot of people that are fans of Curse of Strahd. So he's going to use his bonus action to do a war cry as Pulsar is charging over at Voltar. So he is going to use it. That means that he is going to have advantage. Hey, no problem, Shifty. He's Nick, by the way. He is going to have advantage on his attacks. He's also going to get 2d10 plus 5 temporary hit points. We'll go ahead and roll that. 9 plus 1. So he's at 15. So he gets plus 15 more temp HP. And then he now has advantage. He's going to come up with his axe. And he has he's got his echoic axe that he has advantage on now because he did his war cry. He does hit. He does hit. I forgot. They got low AC. So go ahead and do another one. Again, make sure, if you have not already, make sure you check into the stream with exclamation point here. That way you get the bonus over in the Discord just for attending the stream. 17. Okay, so he is going to hit there. So he hits with 2 of them. Both of his hits do hit. Neither of them, nat 1s or 20. Say less, Shifty. Yeah, you get some gold to be able to pull, trade, purchase more cards over in the Discord. And we do another normal roll. 31 damage to Voltar.
What a hit!
All right. And that is going to be Pulsar's attack. However, thanks to Kyle Ramsel, Pulsar gets another attack against Voltar. So he's going to go ahead and strike one more time, both with advantage. Great time for an extra action. So he's going to go ahead and attack here with his Echoic Axe. With advantage. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see this. Jump to bottom. There you go. Now you can see it. The soundtrack's fire. Yeah, every donation, depending on what it is, has like a different song that will kind of go with it. It's a lot of fun. And then we're going to go ahead and do another one. Hey, I know this person. Welcome back. So we're going to go ahead and roll another advantage attack here. As Pulsar strikes one more time, he hits both times. Kyle's coming in hot. His not being wasted money also. So 2 more attacks. Regular damage. We have 32 and 29. And just like that, Voltar, the team captain, has lost all of his temporary hit points and is into his regular hit points. Voltar's up. So Voltar, of course, is going to strike back against Pulsar. So he has his Shocking Axe, and he also can do a War Cry as a bonus action. So he is going to, where's it at? There it is, War Cry. So as he gets struck 4 times by Pulsar, he gets angry. He's going to gain 2d10 plus 5 temporary hit points, which is a 10, a 1. So he's going to gain 16 temporary hit points. And then he's going to have advantage on his attacks. So we'll go ahead and roll for his. He's got a 6 and a 3, which just misses. Jesse Lee! Hold on, I gotta make sure I hit the right button. Jesse Lee giving a resistance to the Kinetic Order against lightning damage, I presume, which is going to come in handy this battle. Jesse Lee, I appreciate you. Oh my God. I will let you confirm the lightning resistance, but I imagine that's what it's for. So I will say, I mean, he missed that first attack and then it came in before the next one. So he will be resistant to the next one if it's lightning. Jesse, I appreciate you, buddy. I should have done the big booming voice.
Jesse Lee with the donation of a lifetime.
All right, I'll go ahead and roll the attack. Lightning, all right. Let me go ahead and add the resistance. You can watch me add it here. Oops. Oh, how do I get that back? There we go. So we'll turn this on. Resistances, we'll go ahead and give him lightning. That is huge. Huge. All right, he's officially resistant. So we'll go ahead and attack with Voltar now for the second time. With advantage. And he's gonna miss. Oh no, Voltar's 2 attacks miss. Let's go, Jesse, says Dieter over on Twitch. Oh man, and as Pulsar gains this newfound energy and life, Still putting kids to sleep and packing lunches. I need an update. Linz, I mean, the Lightning Stormbound started off great, but Jesse just gave Pulsar a big advantage against him. And they also had a couple extra actions, so they did quite a bit of damage. So Voltar, a little nervous, unable to make purchase on his next attacks there. So he's got nothing. Up next is Inertian. So Inertian is going to pop out, and Dieter coming in with the rare magic item to give to the Kinetic Order. No way, the Kinetic Order became underdogs overnight, and just like that, we're seeing where all the real fans are. And Jesse Lee with an extra action. Oh my gosh, Dieter, I appreciate you. Jesse, I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some big fans of Kinetic Order in the audience right now. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel for the rare magic item. Let's pick this up here, and we'll go ahead and interact. Now, Dieter, you get to choose out of the 3 that we interact and spin here. You get to pick what we send in. So we have a +2 shield, which, as we corrected last time, essentially will give whoever doesn't have a shield +5 to their AC. I mean, +4 to their AC. 2 for the shield, plus an additional 2. Gia Reed, what's going on? The next item of choice could be a +2 longbow, if you want to go that route, which could be used by maybe the fighter. And then we have, which actually I'll change that +2 longbow to a +2 crossbow if you want to give that to the assassin. And then we have the +2 wand of the war mage, which will give your spellcaster +2 to their attacks and saving throws, I believe. Not saving throws, attacks and damage. But I can't remember. That might just be attacks. So Dieter, what would you like to do? Your choice. You've got the +2 shield. You've got the +2 crossbow, longbow, your choice. And you've got the +2 wand of the war mage. As Inertian is going to, well, actually, I'll wait, because if you end up going with the wand of the war mage, that would be for Inertian. And I want to play the music one more time, so we're going to go ahead and thank Dieter once more for the rare magic item, while we see what he wants to send in. Oh, he's thinking. And then we're also going to thank Jesse one more time with some more fun music, because we like to party here while we wait for a decision to be made. Jesse says shield. Dieter's choice. And Jesse, of course, had come in with the resistance for Pulsar, who's going to be feeling pretty much no lightning damage tonight, which will be massive. Oh, man. Tough decisions here, ladies and gentlemen. If you want, go ahead and tell Dieter what you think he should be picking. All right. What's the AC of the character that would get the shield? Well, so Lord Zephyra does not have a shield. They were all very good wheel rolls, by the way. So Lord Zephyra does not currently have a shield, if we look at his inventory here. So with him, he would be swinging the greatsword one-handed, which, can he do that? I can't remember. I think he can. Action, instantaneous reach, equipped. Yeah, he can do that. That's fine. So he would have an AC of 23. Oh yeah, you're right. Kinetic Order. So with Lord Impulsa here, sorry. Lord Impulsa would end up with an AC of 22, not 23. Nope. Pulsar would end up with an AC of 20. Let's see. He wouldn't really carry a shield. Inertian wouldn't really. Velastra would end up with an AC of 22 also. Very high ACs. Very hard to hit. Let me move in here. KO, I like that. Balthazar and Dinkus, welcome. I believe you guys have been here before. All right. Let's go shield for Pulsar. All right. We've got We've got lightning resistance for Pulsar. We've got the +2 shield for Pulsar. Okay. Just making sure. And then we, of course, had the extra action for Pulsar. So let me go ahead and bring in the +2 shield for him real quick. Okay. We're good there. Where's the magic items? Magic items. Zoop. Magic items. All right. Oh. Magic items +2 shield. Oh, that's a +3. Oh, no way did I pull in the +2 shield. Sorry, one moment, please. One moment. Open importer. +2. Oh no. All right, +2 shield. Import. There we go. All right, we got the +2 shield. Oh, apparently oh gosh, I might have brought it in a lot of times. I don't know. All right, Pulsar getting the +2 shield. If I can drag it in. Yes, use the importer. All right, now you can see he does have an AC of 20. Yeah, that was a tough call. Great item choices to pick from. I think that 20 AC with the resistance is going to be very hard to deal with. So Inertian is going to go ahead and fire off some shots here at Lord Zephyra. And let's see what happens here. So we have 3 elemental claw attacks. All normal. He's gonna miss the first one. Oh no. And the extra attack too. That is correct. So we'll go ahead and do these 3. He does hit twice. Hey, the spellcasters are on a roll right now. Look at that. So we got 2 hits. First one dealing 25 damage. Second one dealing only 12. Yikes. And then, thanks to Jesse, we got 2 more attacks coming in with the Elemental Claw. So we attack 2 more times as a 16+, which is definitely going to hit. And a 10+. That is not going to hit. So we only... Oh, and one more. One more. What do we got? A 5+. No, Jesse, sorry. Oh, Lynn's coming in with the extra action for Stormbound, which I will play the music for in one moment when Stormbound comes up. We'll go ahead and do normal damage once. All right, we have 25. Okay. Now, Thundriel is up. Thundriel is going to surge forward. I believe that she is going to... Lynn's with another extra action. All right. Her and Boltfang are going to be doing some work here. Hey, you're supposed to be helping save for a pinball machine. Well, unfortunately, only the money that I make here on my YouTube is the money I'm allowed to have. Back to Twitch for view time on mobile, but we got YouTube running. Hey, I appreciate you, Dieters. Oh, man. The extra actions are flying in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She is not going to reach... she's not going to reach Lord Zephyra. So she's going to send all of her attacks here at Pulsar. Literally trying to buy myself time because the kids are not cooperating. Sorry, Linz. Of course it would happen on a Wednesday. So she is going to first use her bonus action to use... well, no, she's going to hold Healing Light, but she is going to use Holy Bolt against Pulsar to try to blind him. So she will use that. We need a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw from Pulsar. Let's see if he's got the wisdom. 16! Pulsar is on fire tonight. Give the kids more sugar, says Dieter. I think it'll work, Linz. Give it a shot. So he is going to take the 2d8 plus 3, but he's resistant to that, and he's only taking half of it anyway. So he's only going to take a quarter of 2d8s, which is like 2 damage. And he rolled a 1 and a 2. Oh! Yeah, lightning resistance. So it's 6 total, halved to 3, and then half of that. So he takes 1 damage, and he's not blinded. But Thundriel is going to go ahead and do 2 maul attacks, and then 2 more maul attacks, thanks to the extra action. Neither with advantage, unfortunately. 13 plus will hit. And what do we got? What do we got? 10 plus does not hit, thanks to the 20 AC. Otherwise, it would have hit. So Dieter coming in clutch for Pulsar. So we'll go ahead and deal the damage. Normal damage here. Jesse with an extra action for the Kinetic Order. I got to keep up with these extra actions now. All right, so it was 24. He gets a little bit of resistance, so he only takes 16 damage. And then, thanks to Linz, she gets 2 more attacks against Pulsar. So we're gonna go ahead and roll 2 more maul attacks here. A 3 and a 7. Linz wasted $1. Sorry, I don't like to waste money around here, even my own money, believe it or not. But she will miss. So that is the end of her turn because we only do 1 extra action per character per round. So up next, we do have Boltfang though, and Boltfang is going to try and hit as much as he can here. So I think what Boltfang is gonna do, they're both 15 feet up. Let me see here. Oh, she wouldn't attack Lord Zephyr anyway. What am I saying? They're on the same team. Lord Zephyr just hasn't gone yet. All right. Oh, what does he want to do here? What does he want to do? What does he want to do? He doesn't have much. All right. He's going to fly down here. And as he lands, he's going to send a bolt through Pulsar, Lord Zephyr, who will be immune, and Inertian. And Pulsar is also resistant. He wants to attack the giant. Yeah, I think he's definitely going to attack the giant with his beam here because he's got his lightning beam at the moment. So we'll go ahead and pull out the lightning beam. And we're going to aim it to try and hit at least 2 people, which he can definitely do. One way or another, you can aim it to where he hits both in this instance. So we need Pulsar and Inertian to make DC 16 dexterity saving throws. We have a 19 for Pulsar. Pulsar cannot be touched tonight. Sheesh. And Inertian also gets out of the way. So we're going to roll the damage. Pulsar's only going to take a quarter of it. Inertian will take half. And then Inertian's going to use his reaction to take half of that. And we only rolled 50 damage. Yikes. He basically did nothing here. So from the selected, Inertian, Pulsar is going to take half. Inertian is going to take a quarter because he's going to give himself resistance at the same time. So he only takes 12 and then gains 10 temporary hit points. So yikes, that pretty much did nothing from Boltfang up there. So we'll go ahead and apply that, and then I got to give Inertian 10 temporary hit points. Now he has used his reaction at this point. However, thanks to Linz, Boltfang does get an extra action, which he's going to use against Pulsar with some rend attacks. Oop. And so we're going to focus these attacks here on Pulsar. And he's got the rend, gets to do it 3 times. Hey, we got a nat 20. So before anything happens, you watch as the electric totems begin to, and electric lightning bolts just surge out of all of them, striking any creature within 15 feet of each totem. Now, all the lightning creatures, of course, are immune to that. However, Pulsar is not immune to that, and he gets struck by 2 of them. So standing here, he gets struck by the one above and the one below. So he will take 8d6 worth of lightning damage, which, thanks to Dieter, he is resistant to. Play the music for that, because he's resistant. Why not? So we're going to go ahead and roll 8d6s. 27 lightning damage reduced to half. So that would be, I always round up, so 14 lightning damage to Pulsar. So go ahead and subtract 14 here. And then he's obviously going to get the critical hit, but he gets to do 2 more. So normal attacks here. Yes, Pulsar for the win. The resistance was Jesse. Oh, did I say Dieter? I'm sorry. I said the wrong person. The resistance was Jesse. He misses the next one with a 19. That thanks to Dieter. And then he misses the next one with a 16. I believe that one would have hit because his AC was 16. So you've saved 2 more hits there. That's wild. So we'll go ahead and deal the damage. Critical hit against Pulsar. 42. He gets a little bit of a resistance there. All good. I know what you mean. Yeah, sorry about that. Appreciate you, Jess. So 33 damage to Pulsar. All right. Up next is Void Sting. We have an extra action for both sides left now. Void Sting is going to peer around the corner here. And he's going to be stealthy about it, trying to hide as he goes up against the wall so he's not seen. Kyle Ramsel coming in with 75 temporary hit points for the most damaged Kinetic Order. Which I guess would be... I mean, Pulsar, he's still got full HP here. Yeah, Kyle, they're all full HP. And so it is whoever took the most damage. I guess technically Pulsar is who would take the most damage. So I'm assuming that's who you wanted for. Let me know if I'm wrong. I can always fix that, but I gave him the 75 temporary hit points. Pulsar, got it. You got it. So I did not roll the stealth here. Oh, jump to bottom. So we need to roll the stealth. I appreciate you, Kyle, by the way. Thank you, thank you. Normal stealth roll here. The one and only Anna. What's going on? Welcome to the live as we get a 26 stealth roll for Void Sting up here, who's trying to just peer around the corner and is going to send 3 bolts over at Arkin on the other team. The one and only Anna, who are you rooting for? Are you rooting for the force damage dealing Kinetic Order, Void Sting here, or are you rooting for the electric lightning dealing heroes here, such as Arkin from the Stormbound? Just curious to see who people are voting for here. We'll go ahead and roll the light crossbow. We get to roll that 3 times. So the first one is a 12. The next one, oh, is a 5. Kinetic Order is moving at the speed of awesome. And we get another one. Widget, what's going on, buddy? Oh, a 5. Oh, only 1 hit from Void Sting. So we'll go ahead and roll that. 30 damage to Arkin. Arkin is looking not so great for all of you Stormbound fans out there. Up next, Kineshock. Kineshock is going to... Oh, you're right. Thank you, Jesse. I got press gagged into a meeting, but I'm here. What did I miss? It started off really strong from Stormbound, but we've had a lot of people rooting for Kinetic Order and making sure that they're in the lead right now. Let's go, Kinetic Order, says Dieter over on Twitch. So Linz is giving extra actions to Stormbound, but at the moment, Kinetic Order is getting all the love. All right, so we have 3 more attacks against Arkin here. A 3 plus, oh no. A 12 plus should hit. There you go, there's a 19 total. And 15 plus, that one will definitely hit too. So 2 more hits. Normal damage. Will this be the end of Arkin? 27 and 26, he is still alive, but he is very hurt. Okay, now it's Kineshock's turn. Kineshock is going to fly down here. He wishes he could get in the right spot to hit more people. All right, we'll see what he can do here. So he's going to do his pulse beam. And he's going to send it through over towards Voltar. We'll see what this gives him. Jesse Lee with another extra action for Kinetic Order. Let me see. He is hitting Thundriel there. He is able to hit all 3 from where he's at. So the 3 of them are going to need to make dexterity saving throws. This is not looking good for Stormbound, ladies and gentlemen. That is a 9, a 2, and a 19. One success for Voltar. Let's go ahead and roll the damage. Voltar will take half the damage here. Oh, only 50, just like the other roll. Voltar takes half. So 50, 50, and 25. Go ahead and deal that damage. We have several people now without temp HP at this point. And then Kinetic, thanks to Jesse Lee, is going to get an extra action. And so Kinetic is going to move forward and attack Lord Zephyra. So let me get rid of this. Kinetic is going to move forward. And we've got our rend attacks, of which he gets 3. That is a 9+, which does hit. It just hits with an 18. Chad Hunt, what's going on? Welcome to the live. We got another hit there. And for our third strike against Lord Zephyra of 14, all 3 rend attacks will hit as he comes up chomping into Lord Zephyra. Normal, normal, and... oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? One more. One more. Oh, jump to the bottom. I don't know why it keeps getting stuck up here. So we have 21, 13, and 21 damage. Lord Zephyra is not looking good. Sparklash is up. Now, Sparklash is going to get an extra action, the final extra action given to by Linz. And Sparklash is going to move forward 5, 10, 15, also trying to hide here. Dragon Love Bites. CJ. We've got the, we're going to do a stealth attack, a stealth check here. He has +10 to his stealth check. It's a 12 + 10, so it is plenty as a 22. So as he peers around the corner of the wall, Inertian facing the other way, Sparklash has advantage on the first attack and then 2 regular attacks. He's going to send all 3 of them at Inertian here with his light crossbow. Let's see what he's got. So with advantage, no way does he miss with advantage. Are you kidding me? Taylor, what's going on? Howdy. All right, so normal attack from there. Almost in that one, by the way. And then 20, and then 16, 23. So he does hit twice. Normal and normal. So he deals 28 damage and 36 damage. That's a good amount of damage to Inertian here. And then, thanks to Linz, we got an extra action, baby. So Sparklash is going to fire off 3 more light crossbow attacks. Inertian has also already used his reaction, so he can't take any resistance to this attack. Oof, that hurts, says Dieter. Yeah, it does. 24 does hit. 17, that's another 24. Oh, and Sparklash is not happy. He's sending in the strikes. All right, we have 3 more attacks that hit against Inertian. 33, 23, and 33. Apply, apply, and apply. Inertian is in the dark orange, the red-orange color. By the way, CJ, my favorite sound effect is when someone dies and they get resurrected. That's my favorite. Oh, wrong thing. All right, we had the extra action here. Lord Zephyra is up. Undead Babe, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Lord Zephyra is up. Now, Lord Zephyra has been pummeled and is not feeling great and is going to first use his bonus action for Second Wind to regain 20 hit points. So we'll go ahead and apply that. Jesse Lee, 75 more temp HP to the most damaged Kinetic Order, which will be Inertian here, obviously. So we'll go ahead and add that 75. Jesse, I appreciate you.
Jesse Lee with another save for Kinetic Order.
All right, hopefully I have my normal voice back. I know last time I got stuck. Can somebody please take Jesse Lee's keyboard away, says CJ. Jesse Lee said the Kinetic Order was winning. All right, so Lord Zephyra, did I give him his hit points? I don't believe that I did. I did not. It's my team. Yeah, if Jesse Lee wins, him and the others in Kinetic Order have a chance at winning a split of those 52 Satchamon card packs. So That's a big win, big win. Now, that is not enough to be half. Oh, gosh, we're still on inertia. Sorry, guys. That is not enough to be half. So, Lord Zephyra, I'm pretty, if I reached for Jesse's keyboard, I'd pull back a bloody stump. Get out of there, Inertian, says Dieter. I just saw that. Sorry about that. Yeah, the crowd's just yelling, run, Inertian, run. All right, so Lord Zephyra, I mean, who's he gonna attack at this point? He's surrounded by people in really good shape. I guess he's gonna go for Kinetic. So he's going to use his greatsword. Now, unfortunately, he's under half, so he doesn't get the little bit of extra damage. He love bites too, I guess. Oh, he misses the first. What is these rolls? Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Stormbound is not acting like they want to win this. They are falling apart in the semifinals. He does hit one time, though. It's not much damage, but he does hit once. 23, though. That's not bad. Not bad. Now, Jesse Lee with an extra action again. Now, I have not done your other extra action, right? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. So we have another extra action coming in for
Velastra.
All right, so Velostra's in the back. She's way in the back. So she's going to... Ooh, she's not going to make it up far enough. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Madam is Prime, what's going on? Welcome to the live. So Velostra's going to run forward. The first thing she's going to do is try to blind... Probably... I'm thinking the dragon. What do you guys think? She tries to blind... I did. Okay, yeah. She's going to try and blind the dragon. Jess MX over here. Velostra's going to use her Holy Force to try to blind the dragon. I know the dragons are pretty wise. It's unlikely, but you never know. So we're going to go ahead and do that DC 15 Wisdom saving throw for Holy Force as it pops up. So select him, DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. We're going to roll it. Let's see what happens. A nat 1! Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means, which actually I don't think it's going to matter. It does not. We have no lightning people on the Force side. So you guys watch as Kinetic tries to dive out of the way. The beams on the other side of the field begin to and release a burst of force energy around each of the pillars that does not make purchase against any Stormbound creatures because none of them are close enough to them. So they don't take that. But he does miss the save, so he is blinded. Let's go ahead and set that. He's now blinded, and he is going to take the full 2d8 plus 3 damage here. Force damage, which is an 8 and a 5. So plus is going to end up with 16. Not against Kinetic, against... sorry, I said Kinetic earlier. I meant Bolt Fang. Sorry about that. Let's go, says Dieter over on Twitch. So we're going to apply the 16 to Bolt Fang, who's now blinded. Now... because KO taking the Witch Head to Stormbound. Nova Barra, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Velastra still has 2 maul attacks, but she can't reach. So she is not going to do anything with them. And she's not going to use her healing light in case she needs to use it to pick somebody up. So Jesse, we're going to save your extra action. AJ, what's going on? Welcome to the live. We're going to save your extra action for the next Kinetic Order character. So up next is Arkin. Arkin is in trouble. So Arkin is, for the Stormbound, is going to first use the, I believe it's called the Elemental Claw. No, Elemental Flail against Lord Impulsa here. And he's going to get 3 of those. So 1, it's a 9+, which will miss. Oh no, they were doing so good. They were doing so good with the rolls. When Widget is here, the spellcasters are no good at rolling. And for the last one, we have a 19 plus. No, I did bump the other dice to a 19. 3 misses. Arkin giving that death rattle. Yeah, Arkin misses all 3, looking like a typical spellcaster in this flippin' Pristine Bowl here. I think that the only thing Arkin can do is run away to try and get out of maybe line of sight from Void Sting up here and to try and... Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. All right, Arkin's going to start running. So 5, and as soon as he moves away, Lord Impulsa is going to get a greatsword strike against him with his attack of opportunity. It's okay, just go to the light. All right, over half HP. Cancel that. Greatsword over half HP. Normal. 15 plus is going to hit. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is likely the end of Arkin. What do we got? 27. So as Arkin turns to flee and starts to run, Lord Impulsa slices down his back with his longsword, and you watch as Arkin hits the ground, breathing deeply and heavily, face down on the metallic floor. And so Arkin, we will now mark as unconscious and prone. Okay, that is the end of Arkin's turn as he tried to flee. Lord Impulsa is up. Oh no, I didn't realize that. That's no good. Finger across the neck. All right, Lord Impulsa, as he steps forward, and he's actually using his blade a little bit. There's a little bit of blood that trickles down, but he likes it. It feels good. And he's going to take his sword and stab down into Arkin. So he's going to use his greatsword with advantage as Arkin is prone. Over half HP, which is really irrelevant, but over half HP. 15 plus, that's going to hit. So Arkin will automatically fail 2 death saving throws. And for his second attack, Lord Impulsa will strike once more. With advantage, of course. Let's see what we got. Yeah, KO for KO, says Dieter. That is definitely going to hit. And with that, Lord Impulsa strikes down into the head of Arkin, sending him in a burst of lightning energy off the battlefield. And Arkin will disappear. All right, the first death of the first semifinal battle goes to Stormbound with Arkin.
And down goes the spellcaster.
All right, Lord Impulsa has only moved 10 feet. He has technically one more swing of the sword and an extra action if he can use it. So 15, 20, 25, 30. He's not going to be able to reach as he tries to circle around. So Jesse, once again, I will not waste your extra action on someone that cannot use it. So we're going to go now to Pulsar. Pulsar will definitely be able to use it. So first things first, we need to see if Pulsar is going to get his war cry back. He does not. So he will not be able to use his war cry to get any advantage or anything like that. But he does still have his echoic axe that he's going to use. And he's going to use it against, I feel like he's got to go against the team captain, right? He's got to. So he's going to do 2 normal attacks. 12 plus is definitely going to hit. A nat 20. And of course, as Pulsar strikes down, you hear the familiar as the totems on the other side of the battlefield go off once more, and all of the Kinetic Order are just feeling the waves of force energy going through them, and it just kind of feels good. It's like a back massage to them. But that is another big hit. Ladies and gentlemen, Kinetic Order are coming in with a ferocity. So we'll go ahead and strike with the advantage. I'm sorry, damage with a critical hit on the second one. So the first one's normal. Second one's a critical hit. We have 22 and 71 on that critical hit. Ladies and gentlemen, Voltar has 5 hit points left. And you know what's about to happen. Jesse Lee coming in with the extra action saying, nay, he will not remain standing. He will go down. Hit him again, says Jesse. So Pulsar is going to strike 2 more times with the echoic axe. Do it again. 15 plus is for sure going to do it. So we'll go ahead and hit him with this damage. Holy cow. That's the second attack. No, the dragon is blinded. Oh, you're right. Dieter, I'm sorry. I knew I should have switched sides, says J. Cantrell Germ over on Twitch. Sorry, Dieter, I just saw that. You're right, though. The dragon was blinded. So honestly, that's a valid point. So what we're gonna do here, we're going to knock down Voltar with the first hit. So we'll deal the first one. This feels like watching a Cleveland Browns game, says CJ over on YouTube. Crit, yells Jesse over on YouTube. So we deal the damage to Voltar. Now, with that natural 20, I'm not even gonna roll the advantage for the blinded over against Boltfang here. Pulsar is going to send that critical hit his way. As once again, by the way, while I do this, these are all wasted because it's not on their side, but you hear the familiar as the force energy bursts once more from the left side of the battlefield. So let's go ahead and roll another critical hit. Holy cow. Kinetic Order, man, only 46 damage that time, but still plenty. So 46 to Boltfang, who takes a brunt of that attack. All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next we have Voltar. Voltar has just gone unconscious and hit the ground. And so we need to make a death saving throw. Let's see what happens. Oh, he fails. That is one failed save for Voltar. That means one attack against him and he is gone. Inertian is up. Inertian. Ooh, Sparklash didn't back up. What a dunce. Why didn't he do that? Inertian. Who would he attack? Yeah, I think that he would go against Sparklash. That's who's closest. So he's going to send 3 elemental claws against Sparklash. Let's go ahead and send him his way. 16. What's crazy is nobody's had a nat 1 yet for the other side to go off. And then for the third attack, yeah, that is the person who attacked him. Also true. Why wouldn't he go after him? Valid point. So he did strike twice. Because if I remember correctly, he also hit him pretty hard. 24 and 18 damage to Sparklash. As Sparklash, little lapse in judgment, standing behind the wall, forgets to back up. KO is bringing the pain, says Dieter over on Twitch. Let me put that there. Yeah, that's better. Jesse Lee with an extra action for Inertian. Appreciate you, Jesse. Inertian is going to strike 2 more times. 3 more times with the Elemental Claw. May strike 3 more times. 16 plus. That's definitely going to hit. Second attack. 10 plus. And third attack. 9 plus. Hits with all 3. These actions are not wasted tonight. Normal, normal, and normal. We have 20, 15, and 14 damage to Sparklash. I have not messed with other sessions, so I could save up for tonight. Nice. Making sure they make it to the finals, baby. All right. Inertian is going to back up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's going to move back. Now move Inertian, get out of there. Dieter, we're on the same page. Get Inertian out of there as best as we can. Thundriel is up. Now Thundriel is going to use her healing light for a bonus action to pick up Voltar. We will use ability. So she will give him 2d8 plus 3 hit points, bringing him back from unconsciousness. Maybe not for long, but bringing him back. Plus 13. And then he is no longer unconscious. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Oh, I can't see it. There we go. Nope, not invisible. Not invisible. He's just not unconscious. Still prone. Okay, so she's going to use her bonus action to do that. Now we need to see if she gets her... oh, she gets to use Holy Bolt. And she's going to use that against... I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm thinking Pulsar is who she would use it against. It just feels right. Yeah, because he's right there. Why wouldn't she? So she's going to use her Holy Bolt against him. So he's going to need to make A DC 15, you better be saving for championship versus Dream Piercers, says Germ. Yeah, Germ is Team Dream Piercers. Linz with an extra action for Thundriel. So we need a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw first from Pulsar, who will fail and be blinded, which is going to give Thundriel... now she doesn't have to choose. I like it. I like it. Pulsar says, bring it on, says Dieter over on Twitch. Thundriel is now going to get 4 attacks, all at advantage. Already got money going into a final battle, says Jesse. Oh, God. So, first off, he does take the 2d8 plus 3 damage. So, we've got 12. Now he is resistant, thanks to Jesse. And Kyle with an extra action for the next Kinetic Order, which we will get to. So he only takes 6 damage from that. However, he is now blinded. So we need to go here, put him as blinded. Thundriel is going to attack 4 times. And actually, she gets to hit with Holy Bolt again because that's part of the multi action. Kyle gonna give it to you. All right, so the first 2 attacks misses because of that 20 AC. No way. Misses a second time. No way. Oh, Thundriel, what are you doing? You have advantage. And she has plus 7 to hit. Wow. All right, well, she misses that one, but thanks to Linz. So just to be clear, you're only wasting my money. That is correct. So we get to do Holy Bolt again. Yeah, it's gonna get to do it again. It doesn't say she can only do it to 1 key. I mean, she technically only can, but in this instance, she gets to do an extra action. So she's gonna target 1 more creature. We'll go ahead and try to blind Kinetic as well. So we'll do Static Wolf. What's going on? Welcome back. I believe you've been here. Welcome back if you have. Holy Bolt, we need a DC 15 Wisdom save from Kinetic. Is this the turn of the century for Stormbound? That's a 9+, which is a fail. Kinetic is now blinded. Ladies and gentlemen, will Stormbound turn it around? Now, Thundriel is going to do 2 more attacks with advantage with the Maul against Pulsar. 16+, that's going to hit. The next one is a nat 20. And with that, you hear the as lightning bolts send out in a 15-foot radius, striking any target within their range. And this time, they're going to hit Pulsar and Kinetic. So Pulsar will take 8d6 damage. We'll start with that. So Linz, no, your extra action was not wasted, as you got 2 hits and a critical hit on your extra action, and cause some lightning damage here. So roll 8d6. That is 22. Now, as Kyle mentions, Pulsar is resistant, so he only takes 11, but he is going to take that extra 11 damage. And then Kinetic takes 4d6 damage. Oop, roll 4d6. And that is 14. So he takes 14 damage from the lightning bolts. And then we have to roll the damage from Thundriel's Mauls. So we have 1 normal hit. Dalthrus, welcome to the live. As Thundriel here is striking into Pulsar twice. One of them, oh, I rolled an attack. Whoops. Normal and critical hit. Shield baby, says Jesse. I missed that. Sorry. So 21 and 36. He was a little resistant to those, but still some good damage there. All right. And now we have 2 blinded creatures here. So Boltfang is now up. Boltfang is also blinded, though. Because Velastra, yeah, was last. So she has not come back up yet. So first we need to see if he gets his lightning beam back. He does not. So he's going to have 3 rend attack. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. He has 3 rend attacks. Now he's at disadvantage because he's blinded. but Pulsar is blinded also. So it's just normal rolls from Bolt Fang to Pulsar. Let's see what we got here. We have an 18. We have a 2. Blech. And we have a 19. So he does hit. 2 blinded creatures battling it out, unable to see each other's moves. Bolt Fang does end up striking twice. So we have 1 and 2. So that is 17 and 14 damage, minimized to 13 and 13 to Pulsar. How was the second one? Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Bolt Fang, Jesse Lee, Solar, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Jesse Lee bringing in 75 temporary hit points to the creature on Kinetic Order, who's taken the most damage, which in this instance is between Inertian and Pulsar. I have a feeling I know who Jesse was shooting for. Probably Pulsar, who theoretically has taken the most damage at this point. So, yeah, I had a feeling. So, plus 75 temporary hit points to Pulsar, who is staying alive. I'm just trying to decide. I think that Bolt Fang is going to move. Yeah, Bolt Fang is going to blinded, try to fly up a little bit and away. To kind of make some space here. Yeah, he's gonna fly up top and towards the back. Now, as he does, Pulsar is going to get an attack against him. Both evening each other out as 2 blinded creatures. And I'll say that, like, Bolt Fang was kind of feeling his way up the wall. I know he's blinded, but, like, you know, crawling his way up there. He's gonna use his Echoic Axe. 13 plus does hit. Yeah, he's gonna hit with that one. Normal damage here. 21 damage to Bolt Fang. Yoinks. Okay. Up next is Void Sting. Void Sting can see Bolt Fang though, and is going to have advantage because attacks against a blinded creature do have advantage. So YouTube has decided I can no longer send extra actions because I already own this item. Cool if I just pick another $1 emoji? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, sure, not a problem. That's very odd, though. Yeah, by the way, thank you for reminding me, Natty Bo. Zach, what's going on? Boom says Dieter. Empress, what's going on? Make sure you check in if you have not already using exclamation point here. Note must be the correct emoji. We accept poop emojis here. Void Sting is going to strike 3 times against Bolt Fang. With his light crossbow with advantage. He's not even going to try to hide, seeing a blinded creature up top. 19 plus. 16 plus. And that. An extra action. Thank you for reminding me, Kyle. And Jesse with another extra action. Gabriel showing up. What's going on, Gabriel? How you doing, buddy? That is 3 attacks from Void Sting. Normal damage each. We have, oh my gosh, 24, 32, and 39 damage to Bolt Fang. Yikes! Just to keep one on tap, says Jesse. Now we get the extra action from Void Sting, who has probably had an NFL draft earlier. Who's winning so far? It is not looking good for Stormbound. Stormbound started off really strong, but it is not looking good. Nope, sorry, Linz. That means you're maxed out for the night, says Dieter. Sorry, I missed that one. Dieter says, no, Linz, you can't do an extra action. We have 3 more attacks with advantage from Void Sting. Yeah, it's not looking good for Stormbound. Not looking good. Oh, we had a natural 1, but it got sent away from the advantage rolls. That would have been interesting. What's up, y'all? What's going on, Gabriel? That is a 20, and then a 19. So that is 2 hits here. I knew Storm was going to lose, but I have to stick to my team, says Gabriel. I get it. I get it. which is a bummer because I know the item that you've got for the Dream Piercers has lightning resistance to it. Apply and apply.
And down goes Bolt Fang.
Oh, he is unconscious, ladies and gentlemen. So I need to do that. Whoa, 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 don't count me out yet, says Linz. Oh, God. Void Sting is going to back up and hide a little bit. How far up did he fly? He's 15 feet up. I should put that on here. So he is 15 feet. You still can't see it. That's funny. Yeah, he's 15 feet up. The walls are 15 feet high. He did not fall. So, okay. I know it's hard to tell. These square things are like big walls. They're like big, giant pillar walls that stand next to each other, kind of making almost like a labyrinth. Then Void Sting. Heading to my first overnight shift in months. I'm not excited. Sorry, Gabriel. That blows. Linz is about to empty a college fund. So up next is Kineshok, who is blinded. So he's going to have disadvantage against Lord Zephyra. With you on the work woes, Gabriel. Yeah, DJ Widget, he gets that. Kineshok is going to strike with disadvantage. Rend. Well, first, let's see if he gets his beam back. He does not. He does not. And we get an extra attack from Kineshok. Thank you, Jesse, for the reminder. He misses with the disadvantage. Oh, no. Oh, no. He is going to hit with the second one, though. And with the third one. Oh, he misses that one. So he does hit once. Go ahead and do that normal damage here for Kineshok. So that is 22 damage to Lord Zephyra. And then, thanks to Jesse, we got an extra action coming in. So he's going to attack 3 more times with disadvantage. Disadvantage here. 13 and 7. Oops. Disadvantage and disadvantage. Oh, no. Oh, and a nat 1, ladies and gentlemen. Not only, Jesse, I apologize. How long does blindness last? It lasts until you get back to the person who caused the blindness. So we have not gotten back to Thundriel yet because she put it on him 3 turns ago. So we have not gotten back to Thundriel. So he will have it until it gets back to Thundriel's turn. Same with Boltfang had it until Velostra's turn. So not only did we have 3 misses, but you all begin to hear the as lightning bolts strike out in all directions, striking anyone within 15 feet. So that is going to be Pulsar and Kineshok again. Pulsar, of course, being resistant to it. Thanks to Jesse there. So we'll go ahead and roll 8d6. What do you guys think about this nat 1, nat 20 added benefit disadvantage thing, by the way? I wanted to add a little bit more excitement to the battle and give something for those rolls. So that is 23 halved, which will be 12 because we round up. So Pulsar will take 12 damage. And then Kineshok, I like it, says DJ Widget. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Roll 4d6s. 5, 5, 6, 2. That was a big one. 18 damage to Kineshok. I'm a fan, says Linz. What did I say? 18. All right, 18 to Kineshok. As they stand there and they feel the surge of lightning strike into their body and just kind of surge up for a second. Okay, so that is the end of their turn. Sorry for the extra action doing nothing, Jesse. This is a roll of the dice, unfortunately. Sparklash is now up. I do see the extra action, by the way, Jesse. I got you on the next Kinetic Order attack. Sparklash can still see Inertian, so he's going to pop out because Inertian didn't quite get around the corner yet. So he's going to pop out. He's not going to be able to hide. Though, okay, I'm going to say that he's going to go running forward behind this wall, trying to be quick as Inertian's running the other way, and he's going to try and stealthily like slide behind that wall to be hidden. Should it just be 4d6 twice and apply accordingly? I like it though. Kevin King, what's going on? Should it be 4d6 twice and apply accordingly? Oh, like the one pillar that dealt the damage to 2 different people dealt this 4d6 damage. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, it could. We could definitely do it that route. Where was I just at? Oh, he's hiding. Stealth check. Virtually unscathed. 23. He's definitely hidden momentarily. So he's going to attack the first time with advantage. Can you guys see him? Yeah, you can. Good, 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 good. So he'll pop out. First attack being with advantage. No way. Is he missing that? Sparklash, what are you doing? 18 plus on the next one with a regular roll. That one will hit. And a 5 plus. Only 1 hit. Yikes. What are these rolls? 36 damage, though. All right. Inertian takes the damage. And Sparklash is going to... So he moved 5, 10, 15. He's going to go back. 5, 10, 15. Oops, too far. He's going to hide behind that wall there. And that's going to be the end of his turn. So up next, Lord Zephyra, who has somehow managed to stay alive, is going to turn and attack Kinetic as he sees the creature blinded, swirling his head around, looking into nothingness in much disarray. He's going to strike 3 times. He's under half, so he's not going to get to do the crazy damage, but he will have advantage on his attacks. 9 and 15, that one will hit. 19, that one will hit. Linz with an extra action for him. Coming in, we're gonna go ahead and roll it out. Got an extra action as he's just slicing into Kinetic. Of course, he's gonna miss the first attack, sorry about that. But the next one, oh, it's like got stuck on a nat 20, at least on my screen. I'm off next week, so I definitely can be there for the Dream Piercers next Wednesday. No problem, Gabriel. Yeah, that's going to be a big one. That is going to be a big one. We got a lot of Dream Piercer fans. And we got one more attack with advantage. Jesse Lee. 28. So he does hit 5 attacks. But Jesse Lee coming in with 75 temporary hit points. To Kinetic. Plus 75 here. So, we do damage 5 times. Now, oh, I should have... Okay. So, that came in before my 6th roll of damage. So, the first 4 rolls will have hit. Then the 75 temp HP. It kind of matters because of the regular HP, temp HP thing. So... My goal was literally just to get the temp HP gone. Well, you will get the temp HP gone, and then the temp HP will come back. So we're going to roll 5 times for damage. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know they're going to pop up quick. I will read through them for you. So we have 22. Oh, no, the first 4, because we had a miss. First 4. Take it off, 2 hits, and add it back. Yep, we agree. We're on the same page here. So, 4 hits, which is 22, 18, 11, and 21. 22, 18, 11, and 21. Then he gets 75 temp HP back. And then he takes the final bit of damage here, which is another 20. So, Kinetic does still take a good bit of damage. Brew, dude, what's going on? Long time no see, buddy. All right, Velastra is up. Because I did the extra action for Lord Zephyra, who's just going to stay there. He's already used his second wind. So Velastra's up, which means that Boltfang is no longer blinded, but he's currently unconscious, so it's irrelevant. So Velastra is going to charge forward. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's as far as she can go. She's going to try to blind. What do you guys think? Voltar? I'm thinking Voltar. Got to take down the team captain. Brew dude, who you rooting for? Are you rooting for the lightning dealing Stormbound? That's the yellow corner here. Those heroes dealing all the lightning damage. Or are you rooting for the Kinetic Order dealing force damage? They're the ones with the blue corners, by the way. So Velastra is going to use her. Well, first see if she never used her healing light. She's not going to need to use it yet. She's going to save that in case she needs to pick somebody up. But she's going to use Holy Force against Voltar. So he needs to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. 18 is going to succeed, but he is going to take 2d8 plus 3 force damage. David the Great, welcome back. Or David, sorry. David the Great, welcome back. What's going on? I did the saving throw. I need the 2d8 plus 3. Come on. There we go. Got it. Appreciate the likes. 11. So halved because he did succeed. So he only takes the 5 damage, but that still leaves it with only 8 HP left. And so with that, Velastra can't reach anywhere with her maul, so she's not going to do anything with the rest of her attack here. Because she's going to save her healing light. So up next is Lord Impulsa. Lord Impulsa is going to get in this action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So he's moved 25. He is going to try to finish off the team captain here. Let's see what he's got. So he has 3 attacks, all prone. Oh, is he? Yeah, he's prone. So these all have advantage. Yikes. Okay. Lord Impulsa coming in with the longsword. Great sword. I keep saying longsword. Over half HP with advantage. Voltar is sour cream and Dunyan, I have a feeling. That's going to hit. We'll go ahead and roll that damage. That is 20 damage.
Voltar goes down.
And Voltar, an extra attack, that's right. Thank you for the reminder. So Voltar goes down, and he is now unconscious. Let's go ahead and set him up as prone and unconscious. And Lord Impulsa is going to have 2 more attacks at advantage with his greatsword just to start it off. Against the prone creature. Hit him again, says Jesse. So he does hit the first time. I'm just going to roll the... Oh, I rolled normal by accident. But he does hit. He does hit. Gabriel Perez coming in with 150 temporary hit points. Now, Gabriel, I apologize. Unfortunately, he was already... I rolled those damage, and the temporary hit points can't pick anybody up, just like in a normal game. So I will give that temporary hit points in, but I can't pick up Voltar with it. So it's going to go to good use, just not to Voltar. So let me go ahead and get Voltar off the screen here as he is killed by Lord Impulsa, who stabs down into his chest with one final blow, taking him off the field. However, Gabriel Perez coming in with 150 temporary hit points for the creature who has taken the most damage on Stormbound. All right, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get Lord Zephyra the 150 temporary hit points. And then I need to make sure I hit the right number here.
And as Voltar leaves in a gleaming bright flash, a bolt strikes down onto the field as Voltar stands back up from the field, axe held high, beating his chest with his unarmed fist, shouting into the abyss.
That's fun. And with that, Voltar is back in as Lindsay is giving me some kind of approval to try and get this pinball machine someday. Let me go ahead and bring him in here. Stormbound is Voltar as he stands proud. And then we do get one more hit and an extra action. No longer at advantage. No, he did use all 3 of his hits. The first one knocked him out, and he used the 2 to kill him. But he does still get his extra action. Thanks to Jesse Lee. So he's gonna strike 3 more times against Voltar. Let's go ahead and send the greatsword attacks over half HP. Normal attacks this time. 13. Normal. I'm gonna go ahead and do the so after this hit, it's a miracle, he lives. And 1 more attack. Oh, did I only roll twice? Oh, I didn't target him. Oh, so his AC is 15, so with the first 2 attacks he misses. I forgot to target. What do we got? What do we got? He does hit with the 3rd one. I'm gonna head out and clock in, so good luck Stormbound and have a great night, y'all. Hey, no problem, I appreciate it, Gabriel. I am gonna go ahead and do the giveaway, though. I don't know how long you're allowed to stay clocked out, but if you wanted to hang out for that. Just delaying the inevitable, says Dieter D&D, by the way, Linz. So he does hit. I'm gonna go ahead and deal that damage real quick. And then I say we go ahead and do the giveaway. What do you guys think? With you in spirit, Gabriel. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and do the giveaway. And I think a fun song for that, I don't know. I think a good giveaway song. What do you guys think? Let's go ahead and give Dungeon Alchemist away, huh? We gonna boogie oogie oogie and give away Dungeon Alchemist. All right, let me turn that down. All right. Price is Right. Oh, that's a good one. I should have set up Price is Right. I didn't set up any good music for this. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, in 1 minute, the wheel will determine who is going to receive the Dungeon Alchemist giveaway foregone by Jay Paget, I think is how you say it, over in Discord. And we'll be back to this week's Pristine Bowl after word from Dungeon Alchemist. El Robocop, what's going on? We are giving away Dungeon Alchemist. Here we go. Interact. All right. Nolan Mosley, what's going on? Welcome to the live. We are giving away Dungeon Alchemist. So we had plenty of people sign up for this giveaway over in the Discord. Make sure if you are not in the Discord, you go check it out because we do a lot of fun stuff over there. Good luck all, says Jesse. Hey, 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 hey. What do we got? It's spinning. It does a really slow finish at the end, too. Oh, what do we got? Fireball. Horsemack? Germ? My eyes are tripping out. Jimmy Bob Jones? Is it gonna stop? Oh, it's not stopping. Hey! Congratulations, Jimmy Bob Jones, for winning the Dungeon Alchemist giveaway that was forgone by the actual winner of it. Jay Paget, shout out to you. Said he couldn't use it. No, I'm literally at the very opposite end, says Gabriel Perez. So I will go ahead and get that Steam key over to Jimmy Bob Jones, who I will reach out to after this if he's not already here. But congratulations for winning it. That was fun. GG. Congrats, Jim Jones. Don't hand out a celebratory glare. All right, that was fun. That was fun. We need to go ahead and find another giveaway to do because that would be fun. All right, so we'll go ahead and get rid of this. In the meantime, I'm going to turn the music down a little bit, and while we're taking a small break, talk about one other thing real quick. So in the background, congratulations, says Dieter. So in the background of Satchaman, we have been talking with Damon, who's not here, and another person, Jay. You may have seen him reach out in Discord. He asked if we were looking for a dev. So Jay is developing a thing called Gamebox.io. I'm doing another little ad here for them because he's awesome. So they're developing something called Gamebox.io, which is supposed to be a tabletop, like a TTS, tabletop simulator, right? But for specifically when you're playing at the tabletop on a digital screen. So it's not necessarily made for when you're playing online with everybody. It's made for playing on a digital screen. So that's what they're working on. But he reached out because he saw that I had said, hey, we're looking to, work on the website and stuff. This song's fun. I'll leave it on. So he said, hey, I heard you guys are looking for a dev. So we have since talked with him, and he specializes in what sounds like pretty much the exact opposite of Nimbian. So Brian Nimbian, who you guys all know well at this point, works on the website in the back end and deals with all the database, and he's managed to go ahead and make the website usable for us to go ahead and see our collections. Do I have 2 songs going? Okay, yeah, I fixed it. Thank you for telling me. Oh, is this a remix? What? I didn't know that. So they work on opposite ends. Yeah, I didn't even catch that. So they are, we were talking, and he works on the opposite end. He works on front end and developing websites and making it look nice. And he's even offered for us to take our web hosting service from Brian's server to an actual online web hosting service for free because of what he does. So Jay is a very, very, very awesome person, and Damon has signed up to also help keep track of what's going on, be kind of an assistant as far as he's been around for a long time. He knows some of the coding aspect of it sounds like, so he'll be able to help there. And as a user, he'll be able to provide some input on what looks good, what he likes, what he doesn't like. So yeah, we have a lot of really cool things that I'm hoping are going to happen with the website in the background. So here's why I'm saying all of this. So I am currently working on putting together what we would like to see on the website for Jay to get an idea. I'm not going to sit here and say, Jay, I need you to do this, because he's kind of doing this for free, kind of a side hobby to help out. What I want is for you guys, you can message me separately. You can start a discussion over in Discord. It's totally up to you. Let me know the things that you want to see on the Discord the most. I know one of the things that we want to see on the Discord is a way to sell cards. Not on Discord, I'm sorry, on website. We want a way to sell cards on the website. That is definitely a priority. We want a way to see our cards. And obviously when I finish the images, that's going to be part of that. I wish I knew some coding to be able to help me too, Dieter. Me too. So I know that we also would like potentially a way to be able to trade on the website, but we want to make sure too that we're keeping this community and this discussion and the excitement over on Discord. So we want a way to be able to do that, but we also want to keep the group fun and excitement here where, we know and love it. So we might keep that together too. We obviously want binders over there for you guys to be able to organize your cards how you see fit. So I know we're going to say that as well. One of the things that I would like is not only a homepage for the website, but a homepage for individual collectors. So you wouldn't be able to do too much with that. It would kind of be the same for everybody. What you would be able to do is adjust your, hopefully, this is what I want, pick one of the titles that you have, and it would say that under your name, or even hit a random and it'll choose one of the titles that you have on there. It'll show the sets that you've completed, and I want some way of recognizing whether or not you are a active user or maybe the last time that you pulled a card, something like that. So that way you can tell if somebody is active and you're able to trade with them and reach out to them. So I want something like that too. And then you'll be able to click like enter their collection or something like that from their homepage. So that's something that I would really like to see also. That's no guarantee. A door to the back rooms of the shop to buy some of the over 7,000 cards. I'm glad you said that, Widget. So that is another thing I've been talking to Nimbian about. Because that's a lot of database things too that he can manage at the moment. So what I would like to do is give access to the entire shop at maybe the current price increase that we have set. And then maybe instead of a rolling shop that's available cards, that rolling shop would be like clearance items. So maybe worth their actual value, or maybe only like a 5% markup or something like that, where it's very achievable to go ahead and buy that card. So that is my thought for the shop. Let me know if you think that would be a good one. But that is another thing I want for the website, which would be instead of the shop being a separate collector, I would want the shop being a separate web page. Kyle coming in with the extra action. I appreciate you, buddy. I think that would be super awesome as well. Rolling sales, Dieter likes that. Excellent. I think start a Discord channel for website feature requests. I love that. So I will do that. I will set that up probably not tonight because this is look like it's going to be a late one potentially, unless you guys keep really hammering in the Kinetic Order here. Kyle with another extra action. I will play the fun music when they pop up. So that is just some really exciting news I wanted to send to you guys. If you feel so inclined, do a big shout out to @JAY over in the Discord. He reached out to me. I did not reach out to him. Kyle with another extra action. Oh my God. Yeah, give a big shout out to Jay because he reached out to me and he offered the help. And I'm out for the night. Thanks, Kyle. I appreciate you, buddy. So yeah, if you want to give him a big shout out, say, hey, we appreciate you offering the help. You know, I'm sure that he would love that. He lives in Australia, so he may not respond right away. Depending on where you're at. But yeah, so that's the big exciting news. I'm hoping to get some big website updates. And it is on the whim of Jay. And also shout out to Damon. Give him a big shout out too for offering his services. I know he said that he's not as versed as the other two are, but I know he's going to be able to help. So anyway, that is when did on that song. That is all of the fun, exciting news that I have about the website. I am sweating. I'm in the basement and I'm sweating. What is happening? So yeah, super cool. I'm really excited for that. And I will put in, I got to find out. I'm going to go look at how, Dungeon Alchemist does theirs. Cause oh my God, we have 4 extra actions already for Kinetic Order. So I'm going to go ahead and see how they do it. I'll find a way for maybe you guys can, I don't know if we'll do threads or something like that, visible threads. I probably need Nitro over on Discord, but not making money on the Discord to pay for that, and I would never ask for that. So we'll figure out a way to do it. We're a fun community. All right, Jesse with another action. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm playing it. We have 5. Okay, there you go. All right, we have 5 extra actions already set up for Kinetic Order, which is insanity. Insanity. To Damon, the guy who helped me gain most of my location cards. And me too, Dieter. 6 extra actions for Kinetic Order. It is getting out of control. Ladies and gentlemen. And I'm still sweating. All right. Well, then let's go ahead. We just finished Lord Impulsa's turn, his extra action that he had. It is now Pulsar's turn. Pulsar, man of the hour, +2 shield, getting that resistance. He's gonna go after Lord Jesse Lee with 2 more extra actions. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 7 more extra actions for Kinetic Order. Keep me in check. I'm going to forget how many there are. I appreciate you, Jesse. I appreciate you, Kyle. I appreciate all of you who have donated tonight to your favorite teams. Let's go ahead and send in the Echoic Axe. Isn't it past your bedtime, Jesse, says CJ. All right, are we on the bottom? We are. That one's gonna hit. We gotta see if he gets his battle cry back. He does. So he's gonna. Okay, Pulsar. Blinded is over now too. Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. Let me go ahead and get rid of that. Pulsar is going to. I need like 2 people running this while I manage it all at the same time. This is a lot to remember. He is going to use his war cry not on himself this time. He is going to use it on probably, yeah, on Pulsar and Dragon. Oh, that's right. I forgot the Dragon was blinded. Good call. I think, and blinded ended for the Dragon too. Yeah, Dieter. Yeah, it's funny. Jesse and Dieter both yelling at me here. I appreciate you. This is what I need. I need people keeping up with me because I got too much in front of my face. He is going to do his war cry, but he's not going to give it to himself. Instead, he is going to give it to Kineshock. So we'll go ahead and do the war cry usability. We'll go ahead and roll the 2d10 +5. Oh, that's a big plus 22 temp HP. All right. And then he's going to have advantage when it gets to his turn. And that we hit with the first attack. We're going to go ahead with the second attack. Echo Gax, normal. And another extra action, Jesse. I don't even know what that is. Are we 8 at this point? Is that it? That's 2 hits. Normal and normal. All right, got it. Well, we're about to use the first one. 25 damage, 27 damage, and then Jesse Lee coming in with 2 more attacks against Lord Zephyra. Poor fella. 23 and 17. So that's 2 more hits. Oh my god. Oh my god. 28 and 33 damage. Oh my god. Lord Zephyra is just getting whacked right now. Note to self, freeze Jesse's account in 2 weeks. 7 left, thank you. Infinite action, says Dieter. All right, Inertian is up. Inertian is going to fly around the corner, and as he does so, he's first going to turn around and fire off 3 attacks at Sparklash, and he's going to have an extra action. Shocker. Am I not targeting? There we go. So we have 3 elemental claws here. 18 plus, 10 plus, and a 2. So he is going to miss the third one there. Normal and normal damage. So we have 16 and we have 13. We'll apply both of those. Sparklash is not looking good, but thanks to Jesse. Well, I guess this one's Kyle. Thanks to Kyle for this one. How many? Yeah, Kyle was the first 3. So he's got 3 more elemental claw attacks. Hey, at least 30% of why I picked Kinetic Order was because I saw Jesse had picked him already. Jesse, you're starting a crowd here. I believe that's called a bandwagon. DJ, tell me you didn't vote against me. Oh, he sure did. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure. All right, we have another one. 23 damage against Sparklash. Oh, I rolled damage. I don't know why I didn't just hit apply. Oh, Sparklash is so close. Lemming, says CJ. I would have done the same thing, I'll be honest. Hey, you wait till Elio shows up one of these. Elio just pops in on the final match. Oh man, that would be wild. Thundriel is up. All right, Thundriel. If you weather the storm, you shall face my piercers, says DJ Witchett. Oh man, piercers are gonna have one heck of an audience too. We'll see what happens. All right, Thundriel is going to move back more, says Dieter. Oh, good point. Good point. So he's going all the way to the corner. Good save. Good save. Though I totally thought about casting my lot into whatever group you were going to. All right. So Thundriel seeing the dragon go down, but he's a little high. Thundriel is going to try to climb her team captain here to get a look at Boltfang. So she's going to go 5 feet here, and she's going to attempt to climb up kind of onto his shoulders. So we're going to make this an athletics check of 14 to climb the giant mid-battle to get a view of Boltfang. Let's see what happens here. Athletics, she has no kind of anything special in that, so it's +3. 14. She rolled a 9 +3 is 12. So she is not able to get high enough to see Boltfang. Although she didn't have healing light anyway. She didn't get it back. So, but she did try. So I'll say that being close, she doesn't fall, but she's unable to, as Voltar is getting ready to swing his axe, she's unable to climb up. Oh, I forgot to roll him in. 1 second. I'm glad I said that. He would have gone, so he's gonna go next just to catch up on where he's at. Thomas, what's going on? Thundriel is going to now use her Holy Bolt against Pulsar. Yeah, against Pulsar. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Let's see what happens here. He fails, so he is now blinded and takes the full damage. 2d8 plus 3. If Voltar, so when Voltar goes, he will not have advantage against Pulsar because he wasn't blinded. Oh wait, we dropped his blind on the wrong person though. Lord Zephyra. I think we dropped it on the wrong person because that was supposed to be after Thundriel. Right? Pulsar. Yeah. Yeah. Let me know if I'm right or wrong, but I think that we dropped the blind on Lord Zephyra's turn instead of on Thundriel's turn. So she blinded him. He's got to take the 2d8 plus 3 damage. So 5 because he's got the resistance. Shout out, Jesse. Apply. And then she's going to get 2 attacks with her maul at advantage. Oh, and that one saved with a 17 thanks to advantage. Oops, yep. Okay, cool. Cool. Just making sure. A nat 20! As the lightning bolts flare out. So we do hit once. Let's start there. So she does the 1 maul attack normal. 17. So we deal damage here. And then so that's 22 because he's got a little resistance. Then all of these things strike. Yeah, I almost switched Jesse, but I knew our dragon had lightning resistance, so I was hoping they would win. Let's see. So she, oh yeah, she still would have done the blinding on him there. That's fine. Okay, so who gets hit now? It's Velastra. Yeah, Velastra and Lord Impulsa and Pulsar and Kineshock all get struck by the lightning here. So I'll stick to what I've been doing just to keep it fair because that's how I've been doing it, but we can definitely look into it, Dieter, on how we want to roll them. You got to get a co-pilot for nights like this, LOL, something to keep the stats straight. I know, right? So we'll start with Kineshock just to do it in order. So here, I'll let you see everybody. All right. So Kineshock rolling 4d6s of lightning damage to Kineshock. 14 damage. Minus 14. All right. 8d6s for Pulsar. Let's see. 31. I will get to your message in 1 second, Jesse. Just gonna notice it a little longer. And he is resistant, so he's gonna take 16. And then Velastra. Roll 4d6s. 14, so 7. No, she takes the full 14. And roll 4d6. 17. Which he's still got 131, so he's all right. Okay. All right. So Jesse says, and Dieter looks like he's agreeing. So my thing with the environmental damage that I'm noticing, whichever team gets across the line first takes damage all night because once the battle starts, it doesn't move. All environmental damage should go off at the same time. If good for one team, bad for the other. So I am totally down for that. So that was, all right, when I did this, and we'll pause a second to have that discussion. So when I did this, my thought was that this might happen. And I was thinking it might even out. Like, so what's been happening in the past battles is by the time it gets to the last couple people and everyone's swarming them, they're toast, right? So like they might get a little bit of help from the things on their side. However, now that you mention it, they would probably still get the help anyway, even if, so here was my other option. Take all these pillars and alternate them. So instead of one side is all one damage, one side is all the other, like alternate the lightning and the force between all of them. So that way you have multiples on each side. So that way, like what you're saying, it still hits fair across the board when it happens. So I can definitely do that next week. If that's what you guys want me to do. That's not a problem. I had no idea going into it what we would get here. This was kind of my assumption, but you're right. One team is going to keep getting smacked by it all night. So yeah, we can definitely do that next time, because I'm going to have the same. I want to try and keep the battles fair when on the different rounds. So we're going to have pillars like this next week for next week's battle. But I can alternate them as well. Still do it the way you have it with the 1s and 20s. Just make it the whole board. I like it. So yeah, I'll alternate them next week. Did I roll for Velastra? Oh yeah. We did lightning. I did not do the critical damage. That's right. Okay. We did all of the lightning damage. I didn't do her critical hit. Okay, there we go. 37 damage to Pulsar. Bolt Fang is up. Bolt Fang needs to make a death saving throw. Let's see what he's got here. He does succeed on the first death save. Look at that. I wish I could. Sorry if it's quiet. I wish I could see these comments at the same time as these comments. No, don't make it full screen. Sheesh. Stop. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's put that here. I'm going to move this one here because it's a little shorter. And I'll move this one over here so I can see them pop in. There we go. Okay, now I can see comments better. Look at that. Okay, Bolt Fang succeeds. Up next, we have Void Sting. He would have disadvantage against Bolt Fang, who's laying down on the top of this wall here. Jesse Lee! 75 temporary hit points to, I imagine, Pulsar. I think Jesse's saying just make, let me, appreciate you, Jesse. Yeah, he said Pulsar. I think Jesse's saying just make all pillars go off for either type. I like the alternating though. That's not a bad idea. So I think I would have to, all right, well, what do you guys think? Should it hit pretty much no matter what then? If I make all of them do either type because they're all over the field, should it hit every time? Because right now, the way they're spaced out, if both of them did every time, everyone would get hit every time. So let me know your thoughts on that one. As Void Sting, appreciate you, Jesse, by the way. I think I just said it, but I don't remember. Is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, this is the only way he's really gonna get line of sight. Yeah, he's got to stay out in the middle. We could make that change now for the rest of this match. All right, I'll leave it up to you guys. Do we make it all of the field? So if kinetic rolls are 20, goes off. Hub kinetic. That is correct. So here is the I don't think I should change it mid-battle. That's the only issue. Because we gotta keep it fair. There's prizes on the line. If I change it mid-battle, it might sway the way it was going now. Don't change mid-battle, says Jesse. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off on this battle. But next battle, we will incorporate a different set of rules for it. We will change the pillars, and we'll have it to where it's all over the battlefield instead of just on one side. It's not gonna make the slaughter worse, says CJ. Void Sting is not gonna be able to hide. He's gonna attack 3 times, and then he's gonna have an extra action, which I think is the 3rd of 8, if I remember correctly. Misses the first, misses the second, and hits the 3rd. You never changed rules mid-battle in Midweek Monster Mash yet. I mean, I joke about your rule of cool stuff, but you never changed rules that big mid-flight. Yeah, I agree. I don't think that I'm gonna change it just because 6 actions left. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate you. I would agree. Dieter, KO, you're right. Kinetic Order would realize what's happening and would adjust accordingly. So remind me as we get to turns. Tell me what you guys want to see Kinetic Order do, as a result of that as we get to them. So like Void Sting isn't gonna go get in the midst of these. Damage, normal. That is a big hit, 30 to Lord Zephyra. And then, thanks to the third one, which is Kyle's. So this is Kyle's last one that he sent. And we'll go ahead and attack 3 times. Nat 20, which, you know, as we just talked about, isn't going to do anything. Because as it is not going to help them. So, we could also add it that maybe it gives like 5 or 10 temporary hit points to their team. If they get hit by it, because they like it. Feels good. So the first one was a nat 20. Right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Second one was an 18 plus. And the third one is a 5. So he hits with 2 of them. One of them being a critical hit. Let's go ahead and roll that damage here. 46 for a critical and 25 for the second one. Ladies and gentlemen, that is enough. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see. That is enough to take out Lord Zephyra.
Lord Zephyra hits the floor.
You want to add another spinning doohickey on top of all the other spinning doohickeys the audience is adding per turn? You gotta make it harder, you know what I mean? So Lord Zephyra is unconscious, and I will go ahead and mark him as such. Okay, that is the end of Void Sting's turn. Kinetic is up. Let's see if he gets his pulse beam back. Put him down permanently, says Dieter. He does get it back. Oh no. All right. Yeah, he's going to do what he did last time. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, I think this might be the end. This may be the end. Dakota Cassio, what's going on? Welcome to the live. This may be the end of Stormbound. Beams are us, says Jesse, because I think it hits her. Yeah. Oh no, they're all getting hit. He's gonna automatically fail the dex save. These two need to make the dex save. Beam and back up 5 feet. You got it. Oh yeah, because he's down anyway. That guy's not even gonna hit him. And they both fail. They're all taking full damage. Lord Zephyra will get 1 fail automatically, because it's not a melee attack. So we'll go ahead and roll the damage. 74 damage. Holy cow. We need to deal that to Voltar and Thundriel, who take the full damage. Ow! And so now before we do that though, Dieter, I think what Kinetic will first do, since he's got an extra action, 1 of 5 remaining thanks to Jesse, he's going to attack Lord Zephyra with his rend attack here. And he's got advantage, which is a good thing because he rolled a nat 1. So he's got a 5 there. What's Zephyra's max HP? 143. 143. He's got a pretty high one. So he did not overkill him there. But he does somehow miss with advantage here. So we'll go ahead another time. There you go. That time he hits, which is enough to end Lord Zephyra, as at that point it's a melee attack and he loses his final one. So Lord Zephyra leaves the battlefield. I need to get rid of these. I didn't even catch that. Okay, there we go. And he's got 1 more attack. I think what he's gonna do here, this is in the way. The wall's in the way. I think he's gonna forego the 3rd rend attack to back up. Away from the extent of those beams that are hitting him. Oh, go down. Oh, that's a valid point. because there's not a beam down here also. That is a valid point, Jesse. So he is going to use his wings and leap up off the ground and just kind of hover and float over onto Sparklash with a rend attack, most likely that will finish him off. He does not have advantage, but we'll see what happens. Sorry I'm late, boys. What have I missed? You've missed a pretty rough night for Stormbound, that's for sure. A natural 1 as he goes to attack Sparklash. You watch as the electric pillars begin to... And Kineshock's not going to get hit this time. But Pulsar, on the other hand, will take the 2D or the 8d6s, halved, roll 8d6. I'll tell you what, Jesse, your resistance has been massive this round. Has been massive. So he's only going to take half of that, which will be 17. Minus 17. Jesse and Kyle's wallets are being are beating Lindsay's wallets. And then we have 2 more that we got to worry about here. 4d6. So 13 to Velastra. And Lord Impulsa. Roll 4d6. Which is an additional 14 damage to Lord Impulsa. Brings him to 100 temp HP remaining. Sheesh. I thought they were being the pinball fun. Jesse and Kyle are battling it out with Lynn's kids' college funds. Yeah, exactly. Whatever. Kids can't go to college, but they can stay home and play the pinball machine. So Kineshock did not take any damage that time. So nice. Sparklash is up. Sparklash, as this dragon lands in front of him. Sparklash is going to whip out his short sword here. And is going to strike 3 times. He has no advantage. Oh, 8+, not gonna hit. 9+, also not gonna hit. Money talks, hashtag priorities. I'm telling you what, it may take 10 years. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. When I get that Tyrant's Eye pinball machine someday, it is going to be awesome. I know how much those professional pinballers make. Yeah, I can't imagine. I'll bet you maybe like the top few pinballers are making like a lot of money, but I have no idea. Sparklash is going to bonus action disengage and run away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, 30. As he runs like through to the other side of the pillar. Velastra is now up. And she blinded somebody, right? Maybe. Oh, yeah, Bald Fang, but that's going to be gone. Did I ever do Voltar's attacks, by the way? I don't think I did. I'm going up to check real quick. Void Sting. It would have been, we noticed, I think, at Thundriel. I went straight from Thundriel to Bolt Fang. No, Voltar never took his attacks. So, Pinball Wizards, baby. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid wins all the tournaments, especially with how relevant pinball is in society today. Pinball Wizards, how do you think he does it? Shocking axe. So he would have had advantage because of the blinding. I remember talking about that. And it's a nat 20, which means because we're not changing anything, it would have been another. So here we go again. Roll 8d6 against Pulsar. So 25. Halved. So that would have been 13. So he needs to get 12 back. Plus 12. 33 plus 12 is 55. 1 second. Let me finish this. Roll 4d6. It's canon lore that more. Yeah, more does never get the references. That's why I rely on you guys to get each other's references, so that way I can awkwardly not get them, but you all can still laugh at each other. 11 damage to Velastra. And CJ, you don't need to tell me your age. I only want to know, what edition did you start playing? Only because I love hearing about people who have been playing forever. Because I only got into it during COVID, so 5th edition is all I know. 10. Okay, now Jesse Lee coming in with 75 temporary hit points for Pulsar, I imagine. Correct me if I'm wrong. I will usually get music references. That is true. Andy Lee, what's going on? So hold on 1 second. I gotta show you guys something super cool. Yeah, because he reminded me of it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna run upstairs. It should take 18 seconds. Feel free to count. Okay, I'm back. Check this out. I can't bring down the drum set. Pinball Wizard is music, though. Is it? I'm new to D&D. I don't even play D&D well. Got it. Well, for those of you that have been playing a long time, first off, I ordered from someone I just met on TikTok who was getting rid of D&D stuff. If you come across his TikTok, he's awesome. He sent me this stuff. Daniel, what's going on? So, I bought these 2 books from him. They are 5th edition books. So Tales from the Yawning Portal and Fizzman's Treasury of Dragons. Super cool. I'm stoked to have these books. I want to hang them up on my wall. I love the books look like art pieces, so I hang them up. That's not what I want to show you. He had 6 advanced D&D books, AD&D, 2nd edition, that he sold to me for $10 a piece, including this one. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, hold on. Let me go full face real quick. Hold on. Okay, there you go. So we got Advanced D&D Oriental Adventures, which is crazy. I mean, they're a little bit beat up, but like, it's fine. I don't mind. I'm not trying to resell them or anything. I'm gonna hang them up and love them. Hi, Burned Out DM here. Love you. Hey, I appreciate it. I totally get being a Burned Out DM, as well as many of the people here. That I know for sure. But feel free to hang out. We're having a lot of fun with this battle. I just had to take a quick moment because I'm stoked about these old books that I just got in. So I'm just showing them off. This is crazy. Now look, this is the AD&D character sheets. Let's see, there you go. The AD&D character sheets, he didn't even write in them. They're all empty. It's a whole book of character sheets that have not been touched. So that's super cool. I just want to be a rogue. Congrats on the books. Hey, I appreciate it. This one, I loved Orion Adventures. I bought a copy on eBay last year. Very cool, very cool. Stealth check to steal them, says Daniel Garrett. Yeah, oh, do I have them in there? Oh, no, I have the rolls in YouTube. You're able to roll dice on YouTube, but not on TikTok, unfortunately. The next one I got was Ravenloft 2, The House on Griffin Hill. And it was still, so he's definitely used it, but it had the little plastic around it, so I thought that was super cool. So that's awesome. We have Player's Guide to Immortals, which is a lot of, hold on, there you go. I'm trying to, there you go. Player's Guide to Immortals. A lot of info about Immortal stuff, which is super cool. That's because you're supposed to be photocopy them. You're supposed, oh, you're talking about the character sheets. Got it. Well, I'll tell you what, he must have, because he didn't write on them, which is awesome. Now we get to the 2 cool ones. Well, they're all cool, but the 2 really cool ones. So I got Dragonlance, what's it called? Dragonlance Adventures. Yeah, that's right. Dragonlance Adventures. This one's probably the most beat up one, but the pages are still great. So no issues there. And just like, I know that I can't really describe what it feels like that great, but like it's just old paper. It's crazy. And then finally, the one that I was the most stoked about, we have Manual of the Planes. And look at that artwork. Because it reminds me, this is an Astral Dreadnought. They put one of these on Monsters of the Multiverse too, and it's such a different look. So it's crazy. I rolled a 16, Daniel Garrett says. I'll say that you try to steal them, but I see you coming from behind me with the camera, and I turn around and I say, no, bad. And you turn around and run away. Freaking time. Break out the mimeograph. Mimeograph? How do you say that? It is awesome, Dieter. I was so stoked about this. So for those of you that know, I like you've seen how I hang the books up on the wall. I got these 3D printable book hangers. So those are for sure going to be art pieces on the wall, and I can't wait. I am stoked about that. Okay, where was I? Sorry. I got so distracted because we were talking about old D&D. Full face. There we go. Okay. Also, by the way, Daniel, DJ Widget over on YouTube says, we stand with the burnouts. So, my son who ran our Curse of Strahd game caught, and really made, bought, got it. Many of the AD&D books, for Barovia. Very cool. Very cool. I have the lucky trait. Can I roll again? Feel free. All right. Velastra. Did Velastra go? I did the damage. Okay. It is now Velastra's turn, right? Because Voltar and Kinetic Sparklash to yes. Okay. It is Velastra's turn. We are caught up. Good to go. Fireball, Jesse. That's funny. Okay. So Velastra, she is going to blind. She's going to try and blind Voltar. Why wouldn't she? Holy Force. DC Wisdom. DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. 8. He's going to fail. 17 this time, and I pulled my cloak up higher. I like to imagine you did it right in front of me. Like when I said no, go away, and you like pulled the cloak up. Like, no, I'm not leaving. All right, so we do the damage here. And he is blinded. So apply to Voltar. She's going to move forward now. He's blinded. And she has 2 maul attacks against him. So she's going to roll them with advantage. D squared, what's going on? Welcome to the live. As Velastra is attacking the team captain Voltar. And hits him once. Let's see what we got here. Daniel says yes. Extra action, Jesse, good reminder. So Jesse paying for the extra action over on YouTube. So Velastra is going to get 2 more attacks with advantage against the blinded Voltar. So let's go ahead and send him in. And gets to do another another blinding attack. She does hit the first time. See if she hits the second time. Oh, hits the second time. So we'll deal damage twice here. This could be the end of Voltar. 4 left. Thank you, Jesse. Apply and apply. And she is going to use her Holy Force one more time against... It's a creature she can see. She's going to use it against Thundriel. We got cleric on cleric action here. So Velastra up here is going to try to use her Holy Force against Thundriel at the bottom. What do you guys think? She going to hit? We got the Holy Force. We need a DC 15 Wisdom save. They are pretty wise. What do we got? 11 plus 7. She does save, so she'll take half the damage and will not be blinded. Man, that would have been brutal. Another blinding. So we will apply the half damage. Okay, so she still has her healing light, but has not had to use it. So she's gonna keep it, and then Then run back. Oh, it's funny, Dieter. I was just about to say, and then move back, but I looked to see what you said. And sure enough, then run back after attacks, get away from the pillar. I agree. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And that will get her out of range. As she does so, Voltar will get an attack of opportunity. But it is at disadvantage because he's blinded. So let's go ahead and target her. Ooh, target. All right, there we go. And shocking axe, disadvantage. So waste of action. He misses. Did I forget to do the extra action? Did she miss? I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Holy Force. She hit twice with the maul. Balastra attack. Hit once, missed the second one. No, she hit twice. She did miss the Holy Force, but then she backed up. So I don't think she wasted an action. Am I the only one on TikTok right now? No, there's one other person, Andy Lee, what's going on? Who's hanging out on TikTok. I appreciate you hanging out. Because I can carry, says Daniel. Hey, feel free. Doesn't she get the mail attached again for the second action? She did. The maul attack. Yeah, she did. Am I miss? All right, hold on. Let me scroll through here real quick. I'm seeing that she attacked twice with the maul and hit twice against Voltar, and then used Holy Force. Oh, hold on. Let me scroll up further here. Okay, so she used Holy Force. Let me see where you can see it. Okay, there you go. Holy Force. Failed save, so blinded. And then attacked with the maul twice. She hit the first one, missed the second. And then she attacked 2 more times with the maul right there. And then she did the Holy Force against Thundriel. She did do it. Okay, got it. Yeah, I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I can totally redo it. It looks like she did. I think she did. Hey, I appreciate the follow, by the way, Daniel. But yeah, it definitely wasn't a waste of an action. She hit for sure. Lord Impulsa's up, and Lord Impulsa is also going to take advantage of that blinding and is going to, no problem, I appreciate you. It's going to hit with advantage over half HP, still crushing it here. So Voltar is in some trouble. Attack with advantage and attack with advantage. 21, 28, and 25. Sheesh. Sheesh. Extra action. We have 3 left after this. Thank you, Jesse. Apply. Oh, I didn't roll 2 more. Man, Kinetic Order. Y'all ensured they were going to have it tonight. Oh, with the second one. I thought he was going to need the third one. Knocks out Voltar with the second one, who goes unconscious. And with that, the third one will then automatically fail 2 death saves. Yikes. And thanks to Jesse Lee, of course we have an extra action. And so he's going to go ahead and try and finish this off at this point. So he's going to use the greatsword with advantage. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, 2 threes! Somehow he swings down, and the giant, as his arm flops over with his axe, the axe falls just in the way of where the sword was about to make purchase and blocks the attack. So we'll go ahead and do this again. Then move across and hit the cleric. Absolutely. And then move out of the way. There you go. And with that, he manages to stab a second time. Lucky, says Daniel. Manages to stab the second time and takes out Voltar. Daniel, who you rooting for? Stormbound, the ones doing the electric damage, or Kinetic Order, the ones doing the force damage? Then Lord Impulsa, as Jesse said. Ooh. Yeah, it's fine. 5, 10, 15. It's going to move over and use the last attack against Thundriel. Stormbound, says Daniel. All right, not looking great for Stormbound. Yeah, a miss, Jesse. Can you believe it? I was typing the same thing Jesse, says Dieter. Does not have advantage on this one. A natural 1. As lightning bursts once more. This is just unfortunate. Roll 4d6 for Velastra. Oh no, she's out of the way. This is just for Lord Impulsa, which is only 8. -8. And twice for Pulsar. 8d6. Who's just taking the damage at this point as he's resistant to it. Wait, no, the other one, not Stormbound. Okay, got it. Daniel is rooting for the Kinetic Order. 25 halved is going to be 13. So we will hit him with the 13. -13. Okay. He's still looking perfectly fine. And then Lord Impulsa. I think Lord Impulsa is going to, he went 5, 10, 15. He's not going to be able to get away from the shocks. So he's going to stay where he's at. He doesn't have the movement. Did he use his second wind? He has not yet. He's going to go ahead and use second wind just because. And heal 20. Selected Lord Impulsa, apply. Why wouldn't he, you know? Man, we must have something for getting shocked. We've been doing it to ourselves all night. Yeah, I think a lot of them have been the nat ones. All right. Pulsar is up. Pulsar says, just call me. Just, let's see. I don't have a deep voice set up for that. Just call me a lightning rod. He's going to swing at Thundriel for sure. He's got disadvantage though, because he can't see. But does he get his war cry back? He does not. He does not. So disadvantage. A fly flew into his mouth. I thought I saw that. Disadvantage. Oh no, they were both sixes anyway. Even if it was advantage, he'd be missing. With his second attack, will he hit? No! So he misses both against Thundriel, and he's going to blindly run in the opposite direction, knowing that he has his bow he can use. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Board Banderson, what's going on? Welcome to the live. 2 left, says Jesse. So he's going to run. When he does, Thundriel will get an attack with advantage. Let me go ahead and target, and then he'll use his extra action back here. Let's see. Advantage. She does hit. Roll the damage for that. Pulsar says, just gonna be later on. Let's go, says Daniel. -15. All right, Pulsar. Thanks to Jesse Lee. Has another extra action. Will use his great bow at disadvantage. Let's see what he's got. A nat 20 and a 14 takes away the nat 20, but it does still hit. And let's go ahead and attack one more time at disadvantage. And he will miss that one. So he does do a little bit of damage here, thanks to Jesse's extra action. 26 to be precise. She is red. Red, she's seeing red. All right. Inertian is up, who's also going to have an extra action. Inertian is going to pop out and try to finish off Thundriel here. 3 attacks. Elemental Claw. Oh, you can't see. There you go. That's how far she is. Is going to hit with the first one. Another normal attack. 7 is going to miss the second one. And the third one will hit. So hits twice. I believe that's going to be enough, ladies and gentlemen. What do we got? 20? Apply. All right. Let's roll the last one with disadvantage because that's what she would have had. Or he would have had. Although, no, she's going to fire the next one off at Void Sting. Which would hit with a 26. So we'll damage Void Sting here. Hey, I appreciate the rose, Daniel. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. 15 damage. Oh, I'm an idiot. Void Sting's on his turn, on his team. All right, never mind. So we'll roll that next one. Yeah, you're right, Dieter. I just noticed that. What a clown. All right, so yeah, realistically, he's just got to roll with advantage. All right, so he would have done 15. Let's just see if he would have hit with disadvantage against Thundriel. So I got to roll again. She would have hit. So 15 damage. Well, 1 failed death save to Thundriel. All right. Next is Thundriel, who needs to make a death save. A nat 1 and she's up. Hey, I appreciate the I'm new here. Let's see. What do we got? 18. That is a success. And then you're right. We do have the extra action. So, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's all gonna have to be a Thundriel. So all disadvantage because she's prone, unconscious and prone. Oop. You can't really reach anybody else at the moment. How do I give my team advantage? Sorry, I'm new. No, not a problem. So right above, you can see it's telling you the, yeah, so like that's for YouTube. Oh, let me turn the music on real quick. Those are what gives the extra actions for a hero. So it's telling you like, you know, what each one will do. It starts off with YouTube and then goes YouTube and then goes to TikTok to show you what each one does. But there's not a way to give advantage on this one. So Inertian misses the first one. See about the second one. Misses the second one. And for the third one, oh, misses 3. Sorry, Jesse. Ah! Inertian. Because he can't see anybody else, unfortunately. So he's going to run forward because he's got to get in the action here. And I think he had already used 5, so he's going to use the rest of it to move forward there. Okay. Bolt Fang needs to make a death save. See what he's got. Makes a death save. Bolt Fang is looking like he might stay conscious, but Void Sting is up. Ooh. Void Sting's gonna have to go into the depths to get to the back and doesn't have a good way of getting Bolt Fang. All right, these slippery metal walls, Void Sting is gonna have to do some kind of acrobatic leap to go, I'm gonna say, off of this wall and grab onto the top of this one. So we're gonna make that an acrobatics check of 17 to do that, because that's a tough one. It's even 15 feet apart. DC 15, you think? 15 feet apart? All right, we'll meet in the middle. We'll make it 16. Here we go. Acrobatics check. He's got +7. We're looking for a 16. As he goes to run to the wall to leap off of it, he trips and just face plants right into the side of the wall, taking 1d4 bludgeoning damage. 4 bludgeoning damage. Oops, says Daniel. Jesse's laughing. Whoops, says CJ. Oh, 4 damage. Yikes. Oh my god. All right. He's gonna oh god. That was really funny. I didn't expect that. He's not gonna be able to get up there, so he's just gonna say and go 5, 10. And he's gonna stay here outside the length of these, and he's gonna be at disadvantage to strike Thundriel. Who put that banana peel there? Parkour! Hey, I know that's from The Office. I have not watched, I think I've only watched like 8 episodes of The Office, but I at least know that's from The Office. All right, light crossbow at disadvantage. Miss. Extra action as well, valid point. Disadvantage. Oh my god. And he has an extra action. Face palm, says Dieter. Watch more Office, it's amazing. I did like it a lot. I just ran out of time, like everything else. Disadvantage. Come on, he's got to hit one of these. Oh, nope. And finally, what do we got? Nope. 6 missed attacks. I don't expect greatness here, says Jesse. All right. Kinetic is up. Kinetic is going to kind of like growling around the outside because I believe he can move 40 walking. Yeah, he will be able to reach. And the question is, does he get his pulse beam back? He does not. So 3 rend attacks plus the final extra action. Just charge in there. That's what he's doing. He's bringing it on. So Kinetic makes it over to Sparklash. Essentially 6 rend attacks. Misses the first one. Yikes. Does hit the second one. That's probably all he's gonna need. I have a feeling. I have a pretty strong feeling. 11 damage to Sparklash, who had 3. With that, Sparklash goes down. And he's prone. So now, and unconscious, Kinetic will have advantage on the 3rd attack. And then we'll have a full extra action to do something about it. And he's gonna hit there. That's, I'm not even gonna bother with the failed saves yet. Can we befriend Kinetic? I don't think that Stormbound can, because Kinetic needs to fight to the death. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, Kinetic bites down on the head of Sparklash like a watermelon and just Sparklash is no more.
Sparklash leaves the battlefield.
All right. That is pretty much all he can do at this point. Up next, we have Velastra. Who, did she blind somebody? Not anyone that's here. He's gone, Gallagher. Does anyone know his parents? All right. Velastra is going to say, to heck with these beams. She's going to try to blind. Oh, well. All right. She's going to run over. And she's going to have advantage with the maul attacks. 2 of them. Missed the first one. Hits the second. And with that, ladies and gentlemen,
Thundriel goes down.
all right. That's another old people reference. Everyone is down or out at this point. That is correct. Bolt Fang does need to make a death save. But there is nobody to pick him up. And so he is essentially out at this point. I will go ahead and roll just to see if he would have died anyway. Although, actually, no. You know what? We're going to play this out. Lord Impulsa's up. Lord Impulsa is going to run this way, knowing that the dragon is up top. He can hear the... as the dragon lays there, trying his best to stay conscious and not die outright. Lord Impulsa is going to hold his action for the chance that he might be visible. Pulsar is now up. Pulsar is going to run forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is going to reach out. And he's strong enough. He's got a strength of 23. Strength score 23. He is going to reach out and lift Lord Impulsa the 15 feet up that he needs to be, and place him on top. And Lord Impulsa, he'll only get 1. but he gets to lay in one greatsword attack. Martha? My mother's name is Martha. Martha, says Daniel. I don't catch the reference. That's a me thing. He is no longer blind. That is true, but he is unconscious and down. So either way, it's still going to be an advantage. But you're right. Let me take away that blindness. That is a fail. So he will now have 2 fails. That is his turn. Batman versus Superman. Sorry. No problem. DC movies, I have not seen most of them, I will say. Inertian is up. And Inertian is not going to have a good view, so he'll hold his attack just in case. Boltfang is up and needs to make a death save. Will he survive? He succeeded, so he did not die outright. He instead became conscious. Pulsar is no longer blind. Oh. I'm an idiot. It's like, it's the Grinch. I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. All right. So now recite to me the rules here. I believe when somebody succeeds, but they're still unconscious for a certain amount of time, if they get attacked, they start the saving throws again, correct? I'm pretty sure. It was a bad plot line, to be fair, says Daniel. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, but I'm not positive. Void Sting is up. Void Sting is going to try to make up for his mistakes before. Yes, thank you, Dieter. He's going to try to make up for his mistakes. So he's going to run up to Pulsar, and it's going to be a little easier because Pulsar is kind of helping out here. He is going to DC 13 acrobatics check, try to fly up Pulsar and land on top of this wall. Let's see what he's got. All right, acrobatics DC 13. He's got +7. Ah, he rolls a 3. As he goes to run up Pulsar, he slips on Pulsar's, like he tries to climb up the back of the leg, slips kind of off his calf, and goes face first into his booty, and then slides down onto the ground. And Pulsar, you just hear a little as Void Sting lies embarrassingly on the ground. Kinetic is up. That's how I roll 2, says Jesse. Excellent. Advantage with Pulsar's help. I would say no because Pulsar didn't actually use like the help. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like how it turned out, to be honest. If they get attacked while unconscious, they get attacked at disadvantage and any hits count. Fail. Got it. Yeah. We're good. Excellent. Kinetic is going to fly the 80 feet. He's gonna like fly up. Well, he's got to go 15 here. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, as he's just flying in the air and is going to have 3 rend attacks against the unconscious Boltfang. So, have advantage. That's a nat 20. We're just gonna call that straight up 2 fails for Boltfang. Yikes. All right, and finally, 1 more rend attack with advantage. Oh, breath weapon? Hold on, let me see if he gets it back. He didn't get it back, unfortunately. He misses the 2nd rend attack. And he does hit with the 3rd one. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the last of all of Stormbound. So you know what we have to do. Music. Stop.
And as the final Stormbound hero leaves the battlefield, the fans rejoice, cheering for their Kinetic Order heroes, and those rooting for Stormbound have their heads hung low. And as the audience waits to see if any of the sponsors and donors that have played their parts in this battle will play one final part on behalf of the broken Stormbound. Kinetic Order looks at each other, excited, glorified, but wary of the battle to come, as they recognize the finals are in hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for Stormbound. That is it for round one of the semifinals, with Kinetic Order, who were the crowd favorites going into it, with the exception of the fans voting for Stormbound 13-10. Yeah, Jesse was the Kinetic Order patron tonight, says CJ. Absolutely. Which you will, of course, see reflected over in Discord. Don't forget, if you have not checked into the KO from Dieter over in Twitch. If you have not checked into the stream using ! here, make sure you do so. It's okay if you do it multiple times. It doesn't hurt anything. We want those 52 pulls. That's right. So anyone that chose Kinetic Order at the very beginning to win the whole thing will have an opportunity to split those 52 Satchmon card packs if they manage to win the finals. But on the other end, they will have either the Dream Piercers or the Corrosive Covenant. And we will see who it is. I know there's a big audience for Dream Piercers. So, you know, maybe that one will be kind of a blowout. I'm not sure. But, yep, Germ saying Dream Piercers. Kyle and I did our part, but Jesse carried it for sure, says Dieter. Absolutely. The magic item, that shield that's going to carry over. Don't forget, your magic item does carry over, Dieter. So, and so does your resistance, Jesse. So in the next battle, even though the lightning is not necessarily a big part of it, Dream Piercers are garbage, says Daniel. KO, says Daniel. Glad I'm on Kinetic Order and a last-minute switch. Yeah, if you're over in the Discord, you can vote for the team every week. So make sure if you're not in the Discord, go check it out, because you can place your vote and you get a little benefit if you get it right. Should I sponsor the other team next week, says Jesse. Magic items getting dropped like crazy next week, says Germ. Purple Power Baby, says Widget. Yeah, Dream Piercers are going to be wild. Just joined. Hey, I appreciate it, David. Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff. Actually, David, I'm sorry. I just read that as David. Daniel. Let me fix that. Also, let me get to the better music real quick while we show this off. Let me just switch to this. I'm going to show you just a quick thing in the Discord if you got a minute or two to hang out. Then you're going to beat my garbage, LOL, says DJ Widget. Let's see. Where is it at? There it is. There we go. All right. Hey. All right, hopefully that's not too loud. Looks like it's too quiet, actually. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear that. Okay, so quick rundown of the Discord. For anybody that is new here, that has not done this before, Dream Piercers fans are mostly silent, though, other than Germ, especially in the stream. Says Dieter, so we will see what happens. It's called a garbage can, not a garbage cannot. So Daniel, we have something called Satchmon, which is a digital collectible card system based entirely on the world of Dungeons & Dragons that I'm currently in the process of making images for. But we don't have images for them yet. But essentially, every single day, you can open a new pack of cards for free. There's nothing you can pay for here. And you get 3 cards. There are over 1,000 of them. They are a mixture of creatures, locations, and magic items. And you can see that they have a card number. They have a grade. So Darth Lars here got a mint condition Rod of Alertness, valued at 318 gold pieces. That's a big one, because you can see right above here, this Staff of Flowers with a grade of 5 was only worth 0.5 gold pieces. So that's a pretty good one. But all you do is you go here and you can type in /pull. Unfortunately, I don't have any pulls right now because I already used mine, because you can only do it once a day. But you can open a pack of cards and you will get the cards, and then you can see your collection. Oh, I'm an idiot. Thank you for telling me you couldn't see it. There you go. Sorry about that. So let me slide this over so you can see this here. There you go. So that's what it looks like in the pool channel. KO after that, seriously. Rod of Alertness, Naiwal, is up to people to support their team in the way they find appropriate. I agree. Totally agree. How many images are you up to now out of the 1,025 cards? I am about 650 images in, with probably another 40 images done to put into the cards. I just have to put them in the cards. So we're getting there. Night Jesse, hey, I appreciate you, buddy, per usual. As always, I will see you in the Discord. And I will get that recap up. You'll see up there. More you lose all music cred with All-Star. Hey, how dare you besmirch the great name of Smash Mouth? All this is the Shrek theme song. You draw them yourselves. No, I do not draw them myself. I am, in all honesty, I am doing no creative artwork myself. I'll show you the images. The only thing that I have done is develop the card itself, what the card looks like. So that is completely me. But the images that's on the card, it's a mixture between that comes from Dungeons and Dragons, or I've even used ChatGPT to make the images. Just because it's all free, there's nothing to pay for in this. And the community really wanted images, so it's the fastest we can get them up. Disavow Shrek is love. Good night, Jesse. Don't like that we are on opposite teams, but I have widget at least. Yeah, let me pull up some images. It would be cool if some fans got to draw. Hey, Daniel, we actually talked about that. It would be really cool to do a fan set where people got to submit their own creations. So that has been talked about as well once we get images out there. Where was I at here? I put them... They're in Satchmon chat. I got to scroll up a little bit here to show you what some of the images look like. But, so like recently I was doing the Ioun Stones, or however you say that. Night All, go pull some locations, says Dieter. He's only got 2 more left, Dieter. That's awesome. And I will, all right, I'm going to drop a little hint here. Dieter is about to complete all 3 of the current base sets. Have a good night, Dieter. Shrek is great. Smash Mouth is dumb. All right, I'll accept that. Zombie's a little slow. Yeah, fan set would be a lot of fun. We'll definitely talking about it. So once that comes out, you'll see it, but I got to get the images out first. I need 11, says Widget. That's wild. So yeah, this is what they'll look like. You can see that it's an item card at the top. Also, all items will be blue, creatures are red, and locations are green. And then you can see here, it tells you it has a card rarity, challenge rating, card rarity, CR, of 11. And it gives the image here. It tells you what number the card is, what it's called, and then it tells you the different sets that you can complete with this card. So this is number 2 of 14 out of the Ioun Stones. And you can see all the Ioun Stones that'll be available here. It's number 4 of 14. So got a lot of stones we're working on here. Those are done, actually. The stones are done. Here is what some of the images for the Deck of Many Things look like. That's super cool. I was trying to find the holographic, because they can be holographic as well. And I have images of what the holographics look. These are expansions, so if you've played Curse of Strahd, we have the Curse of Strahd expansion. There's Galthia's Staff. Here's the Blood Spear. So if you're a Curse of Strahd fan, you got that. If you are a Lost Minds of Phandelver fan, you've got your weapons and locations and creatures from this. I need however many cards there are. Mine is like 15, says CJ. Oh gosh, I'm catching up. I need like 400, says Germ. The house is a thing. So many fix-it issues. Great joy of home ownership. I will find a holographic here. I know I posted them not that long ago. Come on. These are the Storm King's Thunder set, if you're a fan of Storm King's Thunder. This is what mint condition looks like, but it's not what this creature looks like, is the funny part. But you see the shininess on the outside. That's mint condition. This is wild. I swear it was not this far back. I'm about to have to pull it up off my thing. Brutal. Well, I give up on here. Scrolling back. No need to do that. I can pull it up on my downloads here. So, oh, I didn't save them. All right, well, this is what I made. This is a diagram on how Satchmon works. But you can see here the drift globe. I know it's not clear, but the drift globe, it's got that holographic background to it. So cards have a chance of being holographic. And then down here, we have what promo cards look like. They'll have that metallic background. And then we also have sponsor cards, like Dungeon Alchemist sponsored us and gave us the free Dungeon Alchemist to give away. So yeah, feel free to pull cards here. All you have to do is type in /pull. And you get to do it 3 times because it's your first time. Oh, he's gone. He left. It's okay. I'll see him over in Discord. So yeah, excellent. Great night, everybody. A lot of fun. Shout out everybody that was a part of donating to their team. And I will catch you guys over here in the Discord. So have a wonderful night. Thanks so much for hanging out. Make sure, once again, CJ's here. Make sure you go check out the Those Natural Ones YouTube channel. They do a lot of stuff over there, but they do also stream every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern if you're looking for a fun D&D stream to check out. Are we listening to Nirvana because it's one of the last 2 cards? Oh, that's funny. What timing? Night Jesse. Oh, that's right, he left. Night Germ, Night Widget, Night CJ, Night Brandon if you're still here. I think Dieter already left. I will catch you all over on the Discord.